Oh, what up, y'all? We can go ahead and stop that. We're gonna jump into this. What up? I'm Mo J. This is the Mo you know. Mayor Adams has been indicted. We got all the evidence. We're gonna take it all the way back to the raids earlier this year. Let me go over to YouTube because I think they're about to speak and unseal the indictment so we can actually see what it is. But there is rumors about corruption, fucking with foreign countries, Turkish Airlines, getting first class flights. Man, I just don't understand why people get all this education and make it this high up only to do some ignorant stuff. But fuck it, better them than me. Let me see something. Let me see if it's what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Let me see. So this has been coming down the pipeline for a while. Let me see. Oh, I think we got it.
To a few questions. We just want to cover that. Are you good, Robbie? I affectionately call her Mother Dukes. Has been a head of the NAACP and just a leader that has mentored me throughout my entire journey. I want
Oh,
to
I
give her
believe
a
he's
round of
connected to
applause,
Diddy.
Mother Hazel Dukes.
What's up, Candy? Oh, you ain't bringing her on here to trick us.
Hazel Dukes. I live in Harlem. I'm 90. Would you be quiet? Would you shut up? I'm 92 years of age. Yes. I've known this young man for over 40 years.
She's somebody NAACP, I
I've
guess.
come with a heavy heart today, but my head is not unbowed.
Ma'am, don't go out
He's
like
going
this.
to
This
have
nigga
his
crooked.
day in court, and we're going to stand by him. We came this morning to pray for him
Hmm?
because prayer changed things. I am asking all New Yorkers to hear his side, to let him have a day in court. Let him have his day in court, and then we can make our decisions. But we are not here today to criticize.
No disrespect, ma'am. This is a federal case. That means the New York City civilians have no say so in this, okay? This is a federal indictment. He's going down. They not playing. They done raided multiple houses. So they're feeding you bullshit, ma'am.
Your order.
She stands next to you. She stands next to Cuomo. As the NAACP, as the 501c3, you should not be standing for a political candidate. Stop that. You're always in favor. You are always in favor of the top until they come after you.
Who raided City Hall?
We are calling on all New Yorkers
NAACP ain't supposed to stand by him. Hold
carefully,
on.
not to the loudmouth, but listen to facts and figures. His lawyers will go and do our work for us, and we will stand with this mayor. Right.
Thank you. We want to
Oh, the
now
feds did? Well,
bring one of
the
our
police commissioner is in on this shit too.
amazing bishops of Florida now. Bishop,
You're an embarrassment to black people. You're an embarrassment to black people.
Talk to him, Brother Jones.
We are admonished to be angry and sin not. We can have our anger and we move forward. 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 None of us.
They ain't trying to hear this. Y'all been funneling money. Y'all been stealing from the city. Y'all worse than the people in Chicago. What's that lady's name?
None of us have ever done anything in our lives that we've asked forgiveness for, and it was not granted.
What's her
We
name?
live
Don't
in
give
a
me her name.
society where if we do something, there is a due process for all of us. There's a process that starts, it has a middle, and it has an end. And none of us has the right to preempt that process. If I have an accident, I have to report it to my insurance, and they find it out, and then a verdict is announced. We cannot prejudge any situation in fear that we might prejudge it inappropriately. And the same justice that we want for ourselves, we want for our mayor. That's right.
Whoa.
Confess,
Don't throw us in the
I
middle.
know there is a God that says he's faithful and just to forgive me of my sin and to cleanse me from everything that is unrighteous. Until the verdict is announced, we stand. We are not people who have a yellow strip down our back, and neither are we intimidated by loud voices. Whatever the truth is, the truth will prevail.
Let me tell y'all something. You niggas is looking like fools out here. Oh, they just bringing everybody up. Let me go put on the motherfucking robe. I'm gonna go ahead and get up there. Listen, Mayor Adams, this is a good brother here. He didn't gave me money. I mean, he didn't give me money. There's no money being moved around here. He's a good guy. I've been knowing him for a while. Okay.
New York was facing the worst time in its history.
They got
It's
Michael
the same
Blackson up
mayor
here.
that's standing right here is the same mayor that will stand tomorrow, and is the same mayor that will be reelected. 62 years will not be replaced by 5 indictments that will be fought and will be exonerated. Give him a chance. Give him a chance and hear his side of the story. We know him, and we should give him a chance. Thank you, and God bless you.
Who are these niggas?
Come on, my girl. When the real warriors, Jackie Rowe Adams.
Good morning, everybody. I stand here.
Yeah, I got you. Let me see what this does, Miss J.
With my leaders and one of the best mayors ever. Eric Adams is the best mayor ever. He has got things done when people running their mouth and doing nothing.
And this is why I don't go to church, because you got all these loudmouth motherfuckers sitting up front yelling, thinking they running the church. All these niggas is crooked. All of these motherfuckers, from the youngest to the elders, these motherfuckers is crooked.
Had families that just lost their kids to violence. The mayor, not you, but the mayor. He wasn't the mayor then. He stood with us on the steps and saved lives and called a question 2006. At that time, I'm a mother who lost 2 kids to gun violence, and at that time, we should have had stop and frisk. Maybe my kids
Man, he the
wouldn't be
black
dead
version of
today.
Giuliani. Crooked as hell.
If they check these kids that's 11 years old and 10 and they had stop and frisk, maybe the kids wouldn't be dead today. So I stand with Eric Adams.
Did she? Whoa. Did she just encourage stop and frisk? Do you know motherfuckers was dying from that? She talking about if we would have had stop and frisk people. Man, stop and frisk mean we can stop anybody for any suspicion and just fucking pat you down. You ain't gotta be doing nothing. You might have a goddamn tripod on you because you got a camera. There go a gun. Pop. Get this old motherfucker up off of here, man. Who are these people? You just got niggas from the congregation, man. Get these people off the stand. He's going to jail. When these are your supporters, he's going to jail.
Guilty. Let the process go out like every American citizen has the right to do. If you don't like him, don't vote for him, but he's not resigning, he's not quitting, and we stand behind him and say the community's behind him. and we want
What community?
him reelected. Go talk to Donald Trump with 34 counts, and you ain't protesting nowhere. That burns me up.
They were in front of the courthouse every single day. Trump was in there. Trump isn't in front of a goddamn courthouse right now, is he? We know Trump's date. We waiting on this guy's date. We waiting on Marianne. He talking about go protest that. Where we gonna protest that? I don't protest for shit. I'm not about to be out there. But what he talking about? People were out there every single day when Trump was in there. When Trump went and got the mug shot, they were out there. They were yelling at him, calling him a piece of shit. They gonna do the same thing to you. The only difference is he got some protection by him for being a former president. Your ass is going down. You got the police commissioner. We're going to go through a list of everybody that's involved in this because multiple houses have been raided over the last couple of weeks. Oh, it's going down.
Federal prosecutors who gave the directive in the orders. I don't know. But we should ask them who gave the directive in orders that we're going to take on and create this group of lies. They have to answer to that question. When it comes down to reading it, I peruse through it to get the top lines. The attorneys are going to dig into the crevices of it, but it is clear. Everyone that knows me knows I follow campaign rules and I follow the law. That is how I live my life, and I don't see coming into the 60s in my age to all of a sudden change what I've done all the time. I follow the law and I follow the campaign rules.
Thank you.
Man, what a year. What a year.
No. Listen, we I think that people fail to properly realize that we have over 300,000 dedicated employees. Over 300,000. Those who decided to transition and do some more things with their lives, many of them told me ahead of time they were going to do that. But we have an amazing, credible team of dedicated New Yorkers, and they're going to continue to do that. I think that's what's going to surprise everyone. 10 months ago, when my phones were removed, like today it was about my phones. Same thing that happened 10 months ago. Today was about my phones. Let's get clear on that. When they removed my phones 10 months ago, people said that all of a sudden the city was going to collapse. It was not going to move forward. Look what has happened over 10 months. Over
Yeah,
10
Diddy
months,
got arrested.
more jobs in the city history, more small businesses open, decreasing crime. You're seeing over and over again success over and over again. So we're going to continue to prosper. We're going to continue to move forward, and we're looking forward to that in the city. Yes. How are you doing? Yes.
We're going to get into everything that they're suspecting. I think they're going to unseal the indictment today and tell us everything.
When you do an analysis, and all of you have covered this, it is a felony to release a grand jury communications. That's a felony. So you can't break the law to enforce the law. And when you look at the drip of information, when you look at our cooperation, our attempts to sit down and cooperate, when you look at what has taken place, there's been a narrative of giving the appearance that there was something improper that's done and it was just wrong. I think we should ask again, as I stated earlier, we should ask those who are conducting this investigation. We should ask them who gave the directive to carry out what we have witnessed over the last 10 months. Over the last 10 months, you knew information before my attorneys knew information over the last 10 months. You reported that there was an indictment before my attorneys knew that there was an indictment. Over the last 10 months, this has happened over and over again, and this is not how our system of justice should operate.
Do they not know? They don't have to tell you an indictment's coming. Do you know how many niggas on the street are getting hit with indictments that don't know anything? They don't have to go tell your lawyer a damn thing. This is an indictment. We indicting your ass. We would like to invite you to come to this indictment, nigga. We don't have to tell you anything. We can just drop the indictment today and be like, hey, this is what it is. He talking about they didn't tell my lawyer. Nigga, they don't have to tell your lawyer. Technically, right now, you are a goddamn suspect of the law. Like, we're not telling your lawyer anything. So you can get the heads up and try to run off. All there's been is rumors of an indictment. There are rumors of a Diddy indictment. And what happened? It turned out. But did they know about it before we did? Who knows? Who gives a shit? If you did the crime, you're going to do the time, Adams. You're going to do the time. And they on your ass. And you know me. Don't make me go put my hat on and turn on into IRS Moses, because I will trace the money back and I will make phone calls.
And I will not do that. And I've been instructed, not only in writing, but in verbal conversation to the team, we do not participate in straw donors. We do not participate in foreign donors. We know what those rules are, and we comply with those rules. And I think that my attorneys are going to reveal that as we move forward. No, listen, I'm here. I was elected by the people of this city, over 700,000 strong. And this is a city that is extremely resilient. This is a city we have gone through some difficult and hard times, and we're going to continue to move forward as a city. That's what that's shown. I think the narrative here that's missing, 2 months ago when my phones were removed, we have not gone backwards. We have not stood still. We showed how we operate during difficult times. And when you say who's the point person that's going to deal with business communities, who's going to deal with the business of running the city, the point person is Eric Adams.
See, I don't have to do it. The FBI already done it. Yeah, the FBI, the IRS, everybody's on this.
A competent team of deputy mayors, a competent team of people are going to continue to lead forward, and we're excited about that. Okay, go ahead, Katie. Yeah.
This press conference is bullshit. He need to let his lawyer do the talking. And I want to go down the timeline. I'm trying to, man, they need to finish this shit up. We trying to deep dive. We trying to get in this.
Yeah, that's the elaborate question. Listen, my legal team, thank you. My legal team is going to peruse the entire indictment. We got it today when it was released. The news media received information before we did, as they have been receiving for the last 10 months. It appears as though the goal is to try this case publicly and not in the criminal justice system that's in place. And so based on what I read, it's clear that if it's campaign violations, I know I don't violate the campaign.
That's right.
If it's foreign donors, I know I don't take money from foreign donors. And I verbalize that to the team, both in writing and both in communication. And we will continue to do that. And we look forward for the legal team to handle this as I handle the city of New York and continue the success that we've witnessed.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump. They did release with the indictment. It is unsealed. So we're gonna jump over to that real quick and hear this, because he ain't talking about a damn thing. So we'll go ahead and get him the hell up out of here. Sound like he bullshitting us anyway. Open that up. Drop this down. Pull that up right there.
This is why I stopped shopping on Amazon.
Man, we don't give a fuck why you stop shopping on Amazon. All right, hold on. Here we go. I got you. This channel isn't monetized, so I can't get super chats on here.
This is breaking.
Only cash apps on this channel. That's why we trying to get to 500. Yeah, it's only cash apps on this channel.
And this is a CBS News New York special report. Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted, and that indictment has just been unsealed, and we are combing through it now. These are some of the charges that the mayor is facing right now. There are 5 counts. Count 1, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, federal program bribery, and to receive campaign contributions by foreign nationals. Count 2 is wire fraud. Count 3, solicitation of a contribution by a foreign national. The other 2 counts are as such. Count 4, solicitation of a contribution by a foreign national, and count 5 is bribery.
What I tell y'all, there was rumors going around that he was getting first class flights on Turkish Airlines. So I'm assuming that it's coming from, Turkey. It looks like he was accepting money from them, because there is a building in New York City that the Turks, that they were trying to like get something passed on it. So they may have been giving him money to actually get it passed. I'm gonna do some research. But yeah, I've heard about that months ago.
These are the first criminal charges ever filed against a sitting mayor in New York City. It is a multi-count indictment, and it goes back many years. Decades of research and documents have been used in this indictment that was unsealed this morning in the Southern District Court. There are very specific charges here, one of them being that the U.S. attorney saying that he smuggled contributions through U.S.-based straw donors from several countries. One of them in particular is Turkey, and we've been following that for quite some time.
He's cooked. So I was right. When the first raid started, there was a raid in either February or March of one of his staff members, and that's when the Turkish Airlines stuff came out, and I heard about it back then. Jeez Louise, man. If I can hear about this stuff and start piecing it together, and this is just off of like the little information that they dropping out, man, the feds got so much shit. And I found out about this. I'm sitting at work and I'm just like reading the article, and I'm like, damn, the Turks. And it's a building. I'm trying to find, there's a building that that Turkey had, that they were trying to get something passed, like an inspection or something. But I'm gonna find that article.
Some time. The U.S. attorney also saying that he compounded his gains as well, and saying that this stemmed from years before he even ran for mayor.
Yeah, the matching funds program, which we will discuss more at length in a few moments. We're also awaiting a news conference with the Southern District of New York announcing the indictment to give more details on this investigation, as well as a press conference from Mayor Adams himself, who is set to speak at any moment.
We are looking through the indictment. It is many pages long, many details that we are going through. And Eric Adams is now, again, the first sitting mayor in New York City history to be indicted. He did release a video message last night saying that if he is charged, he is innocent and he vows to fight. We have political reporter Marcia Kramer. She is joining us on set as well. I know, Marcia, you have been combing through this, going through the very details, and we've been talking about this for so long. You've been following this case for so long. What are you seeing? What are the main points here?
The thing that was stunning to me is that this goes back to when he was borough president in 2015. So we're talking about a conspiracy to accept bribes from foreign governments that goes back nearly 10 years. But I want to read you some things from one of the pages in the indictment. They talk about the various trips that he received and the values, and that he never reported. A 12,000 trip from India to Turkey, a 40.
I had that before the indictment was unsealed. I told y'all about them flights. I knew about this shit back in February. The indictment sealed. He got $12,000 flights from India to Turkey. Oh my goodness, man. I should have been a federal agent, man. I'm gonna show y'all the art. Matter of fact, I got the article. Let me finish what they got here, and we're gonna see if they bring it up. But this is a recent article. I'm trying to find the one back in February.
1,000 trip, free business class tickets from France, Turkey, and China. 16,000 free business class tickets for 2 round-trip tickets from New York to China. I think that was one of his partners. A $12,000 trip to Hungary, a $9,000 trip to Turkey, a $21,000 trip to Turkey, where he then canceled, and also a $12,000 trip to Ghana via Turkey. And as you know, right after he got elected mayor, he made a point of going to Ghana and going to the slave houses there to dramatize the fact that he was the first Black person to go there before he became mayor. And then after the trip, he took the oath of office on January 1st, 2022.
And also listed in the indictment with a number of these trips, small payments to make it look like he actually did make payments, a paper trail left behind to show that there were receipts for these trips.
But only some of the times. I mean, according to this indictment, in the beginning, he would take small payments. Or, for example, he was taking a trip with his partner, according to this indictment, and they bought economy tickets that cost about $12,000 and $2,000, and were upgraded to business class, which was $10,000. But later on, he instructed people not to put those payments in because he didn't want to show up on his campaign finance reports.
Yeah. Are you surprised, Marcia, that we are going back so many years? I mean, we had talked about this, and in the past year, we have seen so much since November of 2023 when we started seeing the feds seize some documents. But now we're looking at a decades-long corruption probe is what they're saying.
Well, you see, what I think is also here is something that we actually reported on repeatedly over the course of the last 9 or 10 months. And that was this, that after he was accepting all of these payments and straw donors from people in Turkey, there came a time when Turkey wanted to pay back, according to the indictment. And the payback was they wanted him to use his power to put pressure on the FDNY to let the Turkish embassy open without a safety check.
Didn't need no indictment. Didn't need no indictment for this, man. Nigga, if all he had to do was just get the economy flights, and when you get there, tell him to give you cash. You don't need a $12,000 flight. I can get you a flight from goddamn LA to fucking India for about $1,200. You can upgrade to about $2,500. And when you get there, tell them to give you $10,000, $15,000 in cash. Spend a little bit there. When you get back over here, give them a little bit of cash. You can't goddamn be getting $10,000, $12,000, $16 flights. What the? Oh, I told y'all about the building, about the flights. Man, this dude. So here's the article that came out yesterday. But I'm gonna find that one back in February. I'm gonna go and look for it. I think it was the New York Post. New York City Mayor Eric Adams expected to face federal charges. Is this the one? Is this the article? No, this ain't it. Where's it at? Oh, yeah, here it is. Where is it at? This dude is stupid. And you got them mofos sitting up there talking about he's innocent. Yeah, okay, he gonna be innocent, all right. What up, Kendall? He gonna be innocent, all right. He gonna be sitting his ass in that jail with Diddy. Where that damn Turkish building? And then we got AOC. What AOC? Okay, she was trying to get him out of there. I about to say, come on, AOC. Here we go. Agents also searched the homes of Adams' liaison to the Turkish community in New York and a former Turkish airline executive. And if the Turkish airline executive was getting these tickets, man, don't ring them up. Just let me fly on the flight. Don't ring me up for $16,000. Y'all paying for it. As a part of the inquiry, federal prosecutors sought information about a time period when Adams was still Brooklyn borough president, but had won the Democratic primary and was widely expected to be elected as mayor in the fall. During that period, Turkish officials were trying to get the city to expedite the fire department of New York approval of a new diplomatic building that was being held because of safety concerns. Federal prosecutors started looking into whether Mayor Adams' previously contact with the fire department of New York crossed any lines when he inquired about those fire safety and occupancy permits issues resolving around the new high-rise building, which was set to house the new Turkish consulate. multiple sources with NBC New York said in November 2023. So this first came out in 2023 in November. I heard about it in like February. Sources familiar with the matter said the mayor texted the commissioner of the fire department, Daniel Negro, about when the occupancy of the 35-story building could take place, which the fire commissioner responded saying that it would be handled the following Monday. So we got the fire commissioner in here. We got the police commissioner in here. Oh man, New York City is going down upon the water. Where is the penguin when you need him? Where is the penguin when you need him? He said it'd be handled Monday. Adams said his text to fire the commission. Adams said his text to the fire. What? He responded saying it would be handled the following Monday. Adams said his text to the fire commissioner was a routine request. Man, ain't no routine request. A source familiar with the matter said the fire commissioner was questioned as a witness by the FBI at least twice, including on November 3rd. So the fire commissioner was probably telling back on the 3rd, which started all of the raids. So that started all of the raids. Let me see.
And the person who didn't want to do it was told, according to this indictment, you'll lose your job if you don't do it. It's right here in this multiple page indictment.
It's something to the effect of now it's time to pay them back for what they've done to us here in the indictment. Also listed, Marshall, you talk about the straw donors and how they're able to disguise donors. But the bigger issue here is compounding those gains from something called the matching funds program, matching those small dollar contributions, augmenting those numbers to the tune of over $10 million.
I mean, the thing you have to understand is that campaign finance laws in New York are very generous. And if you have a contribution, you can get a 6-to-1 or 8-to-1 match, depending on the year you're talking about. And so it was a very, very important thing. But also, there was another part of the indictment that was amazing when it's...
Hold on. Who was baby girl? I hope she ain't dirty too, man. Someone in New York, I need y'all to find out who this woman is here. I need to ask her a few questions about Mayor Adams. If anybody can find out who she is, send her my Instagram.
Important thing. But also, there was another part of the indictment that was amazing when it talks about a businessman gave him a huge contribution because he thought if he contributed to his mayoral campaign that Eric Adams was such an important figure in New York, he could go on to be president. And that's why he gave him, I believe the figure was $100,000.
After seeing all of this, we are awaiting a mayor's press conference. Can he continue to serve as mayor in New York City?
No, he needs to step down. But this is what I'm talking about right here. Let me see.
And so it was a very, very important thing.
Right here. Someone find out who she is for me. I can't zoom in on her badge. There's a video.
Mayoral campaign that Eric Adams was such an important figure in New York, he could go on to be president. And that's why he gave him, I believe the figure was $100,000.
After seeing all of this, we are awaiting a mayor's press conference. Can he continue to serve as mayor in New York City, do you believe?
Well, I think that's what you're going to see when he has his press conference. There are reports that Hazel Dukes, the head of the NAACP, has gone to Gracie Mansion. I suspect you'll see her there. And I think that you're going to see him do what he did last night, which is to say, these are lies, and I'm going to fight this with every strength and spirit that I have. I can't imagine that he's going to change his tune after last night. Remember, this investigation has been going on for almost 11 months, 10 months. He knows what they have. His lawyers know what they have. You know, interestingly, during the course of this investigation, his lawyers put out a report saying they had investigated these charges and there's nothing illegal. And they...
Wait. At the press conference, he said his lawyers didn't know anything about this. But she's saying that his lawyers have made a statement that they already investigated all of this because this is just being unsealed like 15 minutes ago. So how is Eric Adams saying his lawyers didn't know nothing about it, but his lawyers made a statement saying that they already then went through this whole indictment? Eric, it sounds like you're lying again. You had them old Negroes out there standing next to you talking about, we're going to fight with him. I'm No, Eric since he was 4 years old. And one thing I can tell you about Eric is that is a good boy. He's gonna make sure New York City is good. Shut your old ass up. That nigga's guilty. If I knew the nigga was guilty, that nigga's guilty.
Say that they gave that information to federal prosecutors. Obviously, federal prosecutors didn't believe it and thought it was just exculpatory.
So not that any Department of Justice investigation is not wide-ranging, but do you think there are any surprises in the Adams camp right now that this is going back as far as 2014 when this investigation really first started with this foreign influence?
I was stunned to see that it goes back to borough president days. I thought that they were focusing on things that had happened in the mayoral race and things that he had done maybe right before he became mayor as borough president, because we're talking about opening of that embassy that the Turkish government wanted to do in Midtown. But it
See, so they had this indictment before he came out there and started doing all that bullshit, talking about his lawyers ain't never seen the indictment or anything. So it just got unsealed, but his lawyers already made a statement. That's why she quoted him and said, no, we went over it and wasn't nothing illegal about it. Have I ever been wrong about my allegations? Yeah. I make a lot of false allegations. Well, I won't say I make false allegations. I make wrong allegations. But yeah, I'd be wrong. But I don't know, man. When it comes to like following the money, y'all call it pocket watching. But I don't know, man. I just like to see the numbers. You know, I like to see where the numbers come from. So that's why I always, when I hear the numbers, I get excited.
went back much.
And whenever it's dealing with millions, you can pretty much guarantee whenever it's in like an elected official or a celebrity or something, 11 times out of 10, they doing some shady shit. That's just the way it is. When you start talking about millions of dollars, 11 times out of 10, a celebrity, a politician, an elected official, they're doing some shady shit. A doctor, they're doing some shady shit. I don't know why, but it's like once you get all these accolades up on you, you feel you got to just do the most crooked shit. I don't even know how much a lawyer in New York gets paid, but it's more than what any of us are making. And none of us are thinking about doing some bullshit. Like the Turkey government came over, Mo, we need you to pass this inspection. Nigga, please. Hey, y'all gonna have to, y'all whole country, man, just get the shit done. But
much farther than that, detailing when he originally made contact with the Turkish government and other officials. Now, it's clear from reading this indictment that there is a cooperating witness. They talk about a Turkish official, a member of the Adams administration. I can tell you that one of the members of the Adams administration, Rina Abasoba, which was his contact to the Turkish government when he was borough president, has been, it's been publicly reported that she's cooperating. So I presume that is the Adams official in the indictment. But who is the Turkish official? I know that in the subpoena, they did name the then consul general of Turkey, who Adams has been photographed with, raising flags and walking out of the consulate with him.
let's find who that damn dude is, the consulate general.
So it could be that person as well.
If you're just joining us, we are awaiting a Mayor Adams press conference, but let's take a look again at that multi-count indictment, and we can go through, Marcia, if you would, each of the charges. One of them is bribery, conspiracy. Another is fraud. Another is soliciting illegal campaign donations. Again, as you've been taking a look at this indictment, it's many pages. There are many details in this. This is going to be a difficult one to fight and is going to take a lot of his effort and his time. And so the questions are going to be raised is whether he can continue. So many calls at this point for him to step aside.
Well, I can tell you that my inbox is, I would call it a crescendo of people who are asking him to step aside. But I think that he's going to try to fight it. I think that he feels that these are unfair. And I think we're going to wait and hear what he has to say, but I think he's going to try to fight it.
Again, count one, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, federal program bribery, and to receive campaign contributions by foreign nationals being the first one. And you've talked quite a bit about that as we're taking a look at Gracie Mansion as the mayor is walking to the podium.
The very first.
All right, that's that. But here goes the Turkey consulate general that he's been photographed with. We got one gentleman here. I guess this is him, or is this him? No, this is the fire department commissioner. Oh no, 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 no. I don't know who the hell this is. Oh, that's the Turkish commissioner. Oh no, that's the fire department commissioner, and then the consul in general is this guy. Yeah, that guy looked like he do some bribing. Yeah, the consul general, Ryan Ugar. Yeah, he looked like he do some shady business. And here's how much Eric Adams and his highest paid lieutenants willed from the power of the city hall. The first deputy mayor, $275,000. If there's anyone in the chat that makes over $275,000 just off their salary, put a 1. Philip Banks, not the Philip Banks, but Philip Banks, deputy mayor for public safety, $251,000. If you make over $251,000, 982, put a 2 in the chat. Ingrid Lewis Martin, chief advisor to the mayor. If you make over 251,982, put a 2 in the chat. The chief of counsel to the mayor, 251. Now, how much does the mayor make? That's what we want to know. It's like 275, ain't it? These motherfuckers is getting some money though. But 275 is like what? 275 is probably shit. You go to Kansas City, that's almost $500,000. Damn. All right, we're gonna keep this up here because we're gonna go through the people that have been rated, and we're gonna look at their salaries and see what the hell they actually been doing because it's getting ugly out here. Okay, let me see. We got the video downloads. Timeline. Here we go. So here's a video of all the people that are involved in what's going on.
Mayor Eric Adams indicted by a federal grand jury on criminal charges that are still sealed tonight as this story broke within the last hour.
Fox 5's Kendall Green in the newsroom with more on how we got to this moment. Kendall.
Hey, good evening, Steve and Natasha. As you know, a lot has happened in the recent days, months, weeks. Several members of the Adams administration having their homes searched and devices seized. And tracking the investigation, of course, means tracking who is being investigated. Let's take a closer look.
David Banks' unexpected retirement as New York City Schools Chancellor.
David Banks. Philip Banks. Is this his son? Let's see where David Banks is. Oh, they ain't got David Banks' name on here. We don't know how much David Banks made, but he stepped down as the school chancellor, education chancellor. All right, who else they got on there?
City Schools Chancellor at the end of retirement as New York City Schools Chancellor at the end of the school year continues the resignations of Mayor Eric Adams' close circle.
Oh, so that is his son? Jeez. So they getting at least, let's just say they getting at least $500,000 between pops and son. Now, this little motherfucker right here, don't let this little sweet face right here fool you. The little hazel eyes. This, I'm not going to say it because she hasn't been found guilty yet. But this B right here, this be crooked too. This is a dirty individual too.
Who are under FBI investigations. Some political analysts say a lot of eyes on City Hall as of late have less to do with policy and more with who's next.
Well, the optics are awful.
David Shapiro is director of the Inspection and Oversight Program at John Jay College.
I haven't seen a case where so many investigations are swirling around the orbit of one individual in the name of the mayor.
On September 4th, federal investigators raided the Harlem home David Banks shares with his partner, First Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright.
I told you, Sheena Wright. I've seen her face before. Let's see what. So David Banks and Sheena Wright. So Philip Banks is a son. Sheena Wright, Deputy Mayor for strategic incentives or initiatives. My bad. 251, and the Sun is getting to. Golly, they getting 700. They getting 750 between the three of them, and they got to do this crooked shit. Just do, hey, be legit. Sheena Wright, 251. Damn. I'm in the wrong field, man. I can be the chief of efficiency officer or the chief housing officer. I could be something. Chief technology officer, man. Shit. Get me a job. Damn. Chief of staff to the deputy mayor for public safety. Like, god damn, 200,000 for nothing. Deputy chief of staff to the. How many deputy chiefs we need? Let me get one of them for 200. God damn, I need to get into politics. Goddamn government.
Their electronic devices were also seized. Wright was appointed by Adams in 2023. Raids were conducted at the home of Philip Banks III, the chancellor's brother and current deputy mayor for public.
Also, he's the brother. He's not the son. He's the brother to the chancellor. So two brothers making $500,000. The wife is making $250,000. So that's $750,000 amongst his family. Man, they could start eating.
Public safety. And the home of former NYPD officer Tim Pearson. Pearson is a senior public safety advisor.
Tim Pearson. All right. Tim Pearson, public safety advisor. Tim Pearson. Tim Pearson. Oh, he's former, so he ain't gonna be on this list. But he's safety, so public safety, a deputy to the mayor of public safety. He is getting at least 200. There ain't no one making under 200. They don't know what 199 is. Everybody, look, give me 200 and 1,000. It's gonna be over 100 though. Damn, boy, I need to move to New York and get into some of this action.
Investigations of Adams Circle began last November, with federal agents searched the home of Adams' chief fundraiser, Brianna Suggs, as a part of a probe into campaign donations with possible.
Oh, Brianna Suggs. I hate to say it, but you look like a crook. You look like you look like one of them Black Lives Matters women that was stealing all that money and buying houses. Damn, this is worse than the PPP loan, man. They busting these niggas' head. The thing is, they had legitimate money. I would have been the only legitimate nigga on there. They would have been doing all they dirt. I would have been going to work and just doing my job. I'm not cutting no, everybody cuts some corners, but I'm not taking no bribes or doing no bullshit. I'm not just going to sign off on. I'm like, hell no, nigga, don't ever text me about none of this shit. I'd be the only motherfucker that still got my job. And after all this goes down and they make me step down, I'm suing the city of New York for at least $10 million. So at the end, I'm coming out with a dub. Like, there's no way I'm ever going to get to the point where I'm making $200-something thousand and I'm about to be doing illegal shit. I make around like 115 now, and all I do is go to work and come home. You know what I mean? I come home and I chill and I take my trips. I don't do nothing illegal, and I'm not making no 200. If I was making 200, shit, I probably wouldn't even be doing YouTube no more. I'd probably be going to work, coming home, and going to sleep and not giving a shit. But these niggas work this hard, get this far, get put on, and then they start doing foul shit. Like, dog, y'all make enough money to afford these trips, man. You in New York, man, a trip from New York to London is only like $700. You can upgrade to business class for another $1,300 trip. Go over there, man. I'm going to London on the 12th. I'm gonna be over there for 4 days. I'm gonna go to the football game, get the NFL experience. I'm probably gonna spend about $1,500 for 4 days, man. Come on, man. These Negroes. I'm sure they getting some housing too. They ain't just getting this salary. They getting paid. They getting some. You better believe that.
Ties to the Turkish government. New York City Sheriff Anthony Miranda and his office are being investigated over money confiscated from illegal pot shops.
Oh my goodness. So, all right, guys. We got us a real life power universe. So everything we watching with crooked ass James St. Patrick, Rashad Tate, Tariq St. Patrick, Don Carter. This guy, they would go and steal. Well, they wouldn't steal. They would legally go into illegal weed shops, confiscate the money, but keep the money. They would never turn it in. They were just taking the money. Dog, you're a fucking police commissioner. You probably making about 200 something too. Why do you need to do this? You already know what's coming next. They don't do the white folk like this. Oh, they do the white folk like this too. They do everybody like this. The feds don't discriminate. Now, maybe state cases they do, but when the feds drop that hammer, the feds are dropping that hammer on everybody. Niggas, man.
In February, investigators searched the homes of Winnie Greco. Greco is the director of Asian Affairs. Former Police Commissioner Edward Caban resigned 2 weeks ago after his home was raided by the feds as well. His replacement, Interim Police Commissioner Tom Donlin, who says the FBI also searched his home soon after he was named. And now comes word the mayor has been indicted, to which Shapiro reminds us, while the optics may be bad, people are innocent until proven guilty.
Because our system is based on the rule of law, which protects individuals from hasty judgments.
Now, calls for the mayor to resign were growing louder even before we got word of this indictment against the mayor. Now, just yesterday, he said he would not be stepping down again, and this indictment does not remain sealed, and we do not know what the charges may be.
So this was 3 weeks ago when this one dropped, but that's pretty much the crew right there. Everybody's been raided. Everyone's getting investigated. Cell phones are turned over, emails, everything. They might have cash in these houses. It ain't no telling how deep this is going to go. Now, also, we know that Diddy is in New York City. Diddy also got the key to the city from who? Eric Adams. So if there was some dirty stuff going down, Diddy is probably more than likely tied into this. So when they start uncovering all of this, we gonna see who knows who's been partying with who. It's about to be a shit show in New York. And you know, everybody says they don't do the white folk like this. Man, do y'all not know? They just told Trump, like, hey, you're done in New York City. They do everybody like this. When the feds get their shit together, they'll be on you. That tax evasion and all that, yeah, there's no stopping that. You got postponed, but he's gonna have to pay that money back to New York City. He ain't gonna be able to do business in New York City for 5 years. More than likely, gonna get some jail time. So this ain't no race thing. This right here is a green thing, and that green comes with the word greed. It's 2 G's, green and greed. They go hand in hand. And when you get greedy for some of that green, guess what? They gonna get your ass. Yeah, they gonna get your ass. They gonna throw you on in there. All right, but we're gonna go through the timeline now and see what else he did. Eric Adams did come out and speak on it. He is presumed innocent, you know what I'm saying, till he has his day in court. But man, we ain't. I'm not saying he's guilty, but the nigga's guilty. So did I see Mo Phillip Banks III? The nigga name ain't no Mo, is it? He can't be no Mo. No, his name just Phillip Banks. His name ain't Mo, is it? Phillip Banks. Deputy Mayor for Public Safety Phillip Banks is not only making bank, but he is also scoring frequent sit downs with top NYPD brass, even if they sometimes exclude the police commissioner. Oh, so he was going around all of them. Damn. The cost of living in NY. Let me see what the cost of living in NY is. What is the cost of living in NYC? Oh, the average monthly cost is only $4,000, man. Come on, man. That ain't bad. That's it? $4,000, 2,100. Oh, you still got, if you living off of $4,000 a month just for housing, you still got $200,000 a year. That's it. You still got $200,000. If you pay $50,000 a year in rent in New York City, you still got $200,000. 201. Divide that by 12. It's still $16,000 a month. If you can't live off of $16,000 a month, then there's something wrong with you. That ain't. I don't want to hear it's expensive in New York. If you can't live off 16,000, you need to reevaluate your life. You need to cut back on some of your expenses. Even if you lived in, let's say you spent 70,000 a year. That's still 181. That's still $15,000 a month. If you can't live off of $15,000 a month, that is a you problem. I don't want to hear nothing. Shit, you better make some investments. Hell, the mayor, he living in the mansion. He living in the mayor's mansion. So he ain't paying no rent. He living free. And we don't even know how much the mayor was making, how much the mayor Adams made. $258. Mayor Adams, $258. So he only makes $6,000 more than the fucking deputy mayors. Hey, if I'm the mayor, I need to be making at least $20,000 more than the deputy mayor. I need to be making $258. Let's cut their salary down to like $210 now. They don't need to be close to what I'm making. They don't need to be making $6,000. If I'm the mayor, I need to be making more than that. What's that? $6,000, 12 months. What's that? $300? Man, hell no. I need to be making a little more than that now. $258 for the mayor. Yeah, hey. Let's bring it in here. Let's go ahead and up the mayor's pay up to $275 per year. All right, we all agree on that. $275 a year. Deputies will start off at $235. All right, there's a little 40 gap. That's it. Just a little 40 gap in between. That's all. It's just a little 40 gap. We'll start the deputies off at $235. Can we agree on that? Can we get an amen? All right, amen. Everyone else, the deputy to the deputy to the deputies, y'all start off at 201. All right, that's what we're gonna do. 275, 235, 201. We're not doing 258 and 251. No, that's too damn close to how much I'm making. I'm the mayor. I'm the big dog around here. Now I see why he had to go over to the Turkish government and ask them for some money, because the deputies are making damn near the same amount he making, and he working twice as hard. What's going on, Miss Derry B? Overall, these niggas is done. These niggas is done. Let me see if they have any live stuff going on, and then we'll go into the timeline. Let me see. Indicted, cause grow, resign. If you are down in Florida, hopefully you're safe down there. They do have the hurricane coming. Oh yeah, timeline. My bad. You know, I be getting distracted. I was about to go look at some. I was about to go bring up the damn hurricane down in Florida and Georgia. But let me get focused. Let me get back on track. All right, we got the timeline of the events leading up to the mayor getting jammed up.
Very much.
Make sure you hit that like button for me.
Very much. This has been for Mayor Adams and for 8.5 or so million New York City residents, a kind of drip of federal investigations. For the last few weeks, people who were working for the Adams administration began resigning. Those who were targeted by the feds and those who weren't, but felt they had to leave or they wanted to. Jim Dolan tonight, taking a closer look at how this nearly year-long timeline unfolded. Jim?
Bill, for the last year, very little happened in city government without this investigation into the mayor's closest aides and confidants being raised somewhere in the background. Will the police commissioner stay? Will the deputy mayor be distracted? But if it has been background noise so far, the Eric Adams corruption scandal is reaching a stirring crescendo tonight. It started with a bombshell. With Mayor Adams out of town, the FBI searched the home of his top fundraiser, Brianna Suggs, and a second aide over allegations related to funds from the government of Turkey. 4 days later, federal agents bypassed the mayor's own security detail and seized Adams' cell phone as part of the probe into Suggs. In the coming months, other homes of people in the mayor's inner circle were searched amid allegations that the new Turkish consulate received special expedited treatment from the FDNY. Earlier this month, the mayor's 2 closest aides had phones seized and homes searched, all leading to today.
The U.S. Attorney and the FBI must really believe that they've got a case and that they've got something that are the goods, something that can really, show that the mayor has done criminal activity.
The mayor's hand-picked police commissioner resigned. Other top aides resigned as the investigation got closer to the mayor.
Is he allowed to go forward? Is he allowed to be mayor? I think he is. It's just, I think it's going to be very hard for him to do it. But again, listen, he's innocent until proven guilty. And if he decides to go forward, I don't think there's really anyone who can stop him at this point until he is convicted of a crime.
And we know now that the mayor has vowed to fight the charges and continue on as mayor, even as other city and government officials call on him to resign. Should he resign or be ousted, public advocate Jumaane Williams, a not infrequent critic of the mayor, would assume that role. Bill?
All right, so Miss J just sent me some federal agents entering the Gracie mansion, so the mayor's mansion. I think this is from when they did it earlier this morning, but let me see. Geez Louise, get this damn notebook. This thing will load up, man. When you go into the websites, they take forever. Of course, they're gonna have some ads on here. 30 seconds of ads. Come on, Fox. Y'all ain't starving that bad. Shit, at least on YouTube, we get to skip the ads. Jeez Louise.
You good?
You know they coming in there for. They coming in for the electronics. Yeah, this is from this morning because the tent was set up when he came out and spoke this afternoon or this morning. All right, yeah, so that was from this morning. Let me see. So then we got the let me see. What problems has plagued his administration? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, with it being so new, we ain't gonna really. His phones were seized last year. The Turkish government, we know about that. The investigation focused on the part and whether Adams pushed the New York Fire Department a green light to open up the Turkish consulate. He did the typical, man, I'm not guilty shit, but we don't believe it one bit. I don't know if he was home or not. He may have been, but then again, he may have been out because he knew that this was coming down because he lied to us and said that his lawyers didn't know nothing about it. Let's see.
The news rattling the halls at City Hall. Morgan Mackay is in the newsroom breaking it all down. And what do we know right now, Morgan?
Stephen and Tasha, we're talking about a massive operation here. The FBI raiding the homes of at least 5 people in Mayor Eric Adams' administration, including 2 of his deputy mayors, the school's chancellor, and even reportedly the NYPD commissioner.
It is all about the kids. If there's any other comments that will be made, it'll be happening tomorrow.
A testy school's chancellor, David Banks, did not answer questions about the FBI raid on his home in Harlem that he shares with Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright. It is unclear at this time if the raid was targeting one or both of them, but electronic devices were seized from their home. FBI agent home. FBI electronic devices.
Where is this at? And this is in Harlem. What is this? 473? What street is this on? You know, we need to Google Maps this. What is this? 1473? Let me take it back just a little bit.
Both of them, but electronic devices were seized.
I think it's 473.
From their home. FBI agents on Wednesday also raided the home of Deputy Mayor for Public Safety, Phil Banks, the brother of David Banks. Phil Banks' attorney, Benjamin Brofman, confirmed this for us this afternoon. Phil Banks has been entangled with law enforcement before and was previously named by federal prosecutors at
10920. What does a home like this go for in New York? 10920. I'm gonna have to look that up. 10920. This is a very modest house, though.
As an unindicted co-conspirator in an investigation into a police bribery scheme during former Mayor Bill de Blasio's administration. Banks abruptly retired from the NYPD in 2014, but returned to city government after Mayor Eric Adams took office in 2022. Additionally, numerous outlets are reporting that the FBI also raided the home of NYPD Commissioner Edward Caban. A law enforcement source tells Fox 5 that several NYPD executives, including the police commissioner, were told to turn over their phones immediately to the U.S. Attorney's Office with the Southern District of New York. A spokesperson for the NYPD would not go into detail, but said, quote, "The department is aware of an investigation by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York involving members of service. The department is fully cooperating in the investigation." On top of that, FBI agents also raided the home of another Adams aide, Tim Pearson, who is currently facing multiple lawsuits for allegedly sexually harassing female employees and is facing a separate investigation for his role in a fight at a migrant shelter.
This nigga was fighting at a migrant shelter. SA and the, well, not SA and SH and the women. These got to be the dumbest niggas ever. Why was this nigga at the migrant camp fighting? Like, who are you fighting? The migrants? What are you fighting them for? Let them just chill. They got a long bus ride back, but let them chill. What are you in there fighting? Like, man, you know, I'm gonna go over to the migrant camp today. Then I'm gonna get some boxing in. What? They said he was fighting at the migrant camp. What the fuck are you doing over at the migrant camp, nigga?
The department is fully cooperating in the investigation. On top of that, FBI agents also raided the home of another Adams aide, Tim Pearson, who is currently facing multiple lawsuits for allegedly sexually harassing female employees and is facing a separate investigation for his role in a fight at a migrant shelter. A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the...
Now, we got to look Tim Pearson up. Tim before a flight. No, we need to look up Tim Pearson. Fight. He blocked services to migrants as city shelters swelled. Pearson's intervened, hampered efforts. Let me see. Is there a video of this? Oh, here we go, right here. Oh, wait. Did they have a video? Oh, here we go. We got the fight right here. All right, we got the fight right here. So we're going to see this fight that Tim Pearson was doing. What the fuck are these niggas doing? Oh, my goodness, man. This is getting good, though. This is getting good. So we got Tim Pearson in an actual fight at the shelter. This is some wild shit.
Joining us from the New York Daily News on the City Hall beat, reporter Chris Sommerfeld. Thanks a lot for coming on the show, Chris. Appreciate it. All right, so what is going on here? And why is this investigation taking so long? Is it surprising, unusual? This guy is still in his position?
It's certainly unusual that he's still in his position. Any other city government official, any other person in the NYPD who would be facing even half of the accusations that Tim Pearson are facing would face some sort of internal disciplinary proceedings, maybe have their duties modified, maybe even be suspended. The fact that the investigation is taking so long is a little bit more of a complicated question. The investigation is being led by an entity called Department of Investigation. It's basically the city government's own watchdog.
I wonder if they're going to show him punch somebody, man. That's what I want to see. Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
They have a massive backlog of inquiries that often results in what to you and me seems like a simple investigation taking 1 year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years.
All right, fair enough. So let's focus on the first issue then of why he's still in his position. Is he being protected by Mayor Adams?
The mayor wouldn't choose.
Look, this lady right here is arrested. I'm trying to figure out what was going on, but whoever this is coming out of the building, she's in handcuffs and she's smiling. Shelter scuffle. So maybe they were in there fighting and he went in there and whooped some ass and they didn't get that part on tape, but someone made a complaint. And this is him outside after the damn scuffle.
Those words, but he has said basically he will not modify Mr.
This is the real life Wire that we're watching.
Pearson's duties until wrongdoing is proven. He's saying that the accusations against him so far are just that, accusations, and that he's going to let the investigation take its course and then act accordingly. But as I just pointed out, many other officials and employees in the city government facing even half of these accusations would be facing disciplinary action.
So I got to ask you a question. As I watch that video and I see that he's apparently wearing an NYPD jacket, right? He's not a member of the NYPD, is he?
No.
He's not. And this was something...
I thought he was attacking a migrant. They just attacking somebody that's recording on the street. So he filed the complaint. This brother about to get paid. This brother, see, this is a moment where I would step in because this is a get paid moment right here. You got to help this brother out because if they put their hands on you when they were going after him illegally, oh yeah, it's a little bit of money for you.
When I first got a hold of the security footage that former NYPD officials, including a former NYPD captain, pointed out to me, there might not be necessarily a rule against city officials wearing that type of insignia on their back, but it is certainly misleading. You know, he is not, as you pointed out, an NYPD official. He does appear in this footage to be ordering NYPD officers around, which someone who is in civilian status like Tim Pearson is not supposed to be doing. And whether or not that NYPD logo on his back played a factor in that, we don't know for certain, but it certainly looks like it might.
And so what is going on with these sexual harassment and retaliation accusations? I guess the mayor has defended him with regard to those.
He has, yeah. So there's 4 separate lawsuits at this point, all kind of corroborating each other, filed by members of a special unit that Tim Pearson leads within the city government.
Tim Pearson got his own task force. This nigga ain't even NYPD. He got the jacket on, directing the police around. He got his own little task force within the government. The mayor is over here defending this fucking creep. Man. New York, big city of dreams. And every day in New York ain't always what it seems. Damn, if you can, they really mean it. If you can make it in New York City, you can make it anywhere in the world. This is some wild shit here. We went from niggas getting money from the Turkish consulate from the country of Turkey to unearthing a goddamn civilian running the NYPD and fighting niggas. Like, this is some shit. He has his own little task force. I don't even know what the fuck they do. We need to find out who's on Tim Pearson's task force. This is getting good. I like this. This is actually pretty good. This might be more interesting than the Diddy case as of right now. When Diddy's case unfolds, I'm pretty sure this is going to tie into it, because if they're moving around like this and Diddy was cool with the mayor and they got motherfucking civilians just walking around in NYPD jackets, it's a lot of wild shit that's going on in New York City, man. We really do need Batman right now. Batman is probably the only person that could save this shit. I say bring the Penguin in, but fucking New York is wild. Think about it. This nigga just running around with an NYPD jacket on, protection from the mayor. They said everything that he's done. Remember, he stepped down in 2014 from the police force, came back on as a civilian up under the mayor. He said anybody else that would have all these goddamn allegations and charges against them, they would have been gone. But the mayor is protecting them. Oh, man, I want to see what's in all these phones now.
Filed by members of a special unit that Tim Pearson leads within the city government.
A special unit, Tim Pearson special unit. We're going to look that up next.
Bureaucracy staffed by NYPD officers. The lawsuits remain pending. Tim Pearson has private counsel in all of those lawsuits. That's by the city government, and he has denied any wrongdoing so far.
I just find it so offensive, the idea of potentially using police officers to arrest people you're effectively mad at. I mean, if the facts are as they laid them out, that someone asked for his ID and that was the offense, and he, walks in there with his NYPD jacket and is insisting, that he has no obligation to show them an ID. I feel horrible for these workers there who are just trying to do their jobs.
So the guy came up and asked for his ID. That's why he was recording, and Tim Pearson went to whooping this nigga's ass. Like, nigga, I don't need to show you my ID. Oh my goodness. This is good, though. This is good for TV.
And I will say, City Hall's explanation at the time, right when this erupted back last October, they said that Tim Pearson had been accosted by someone. Since then, they've avoided that language and have kind of just said, we will not comment at all because this is under an active investigation. But that was their initial explanation, which
Yeah.
I should point out.
Yeah, I hate abuse of power stuff. We shall see what happens here. Chris Sommerfeld, thanks.
Who's protecting Eric? Shit, I don't know, man. He probably thought he had Diddy on his side. But let me see. Tim Pearson fight caught on camera. Tim Pearson special unit. Longtime Noble New York member Timothy Pearson was driving to work when he got the call. Oh, Timothy Pearson, we ain't trying to hear your your 9/11 story, nigga. You crooked. Let me see. Special unit. NYC mayor. So this was March 2024.
A top aide to Mayor Adams is accused of sexual harassment by a retired NYPD sergeant. The lawsuit alleges Timothy Pearson inappropriately touched the plaintiff, made sexually suggestive comments, and blocked her promotion. Pearson, who was with the transit police with Adams, now holds a job in the City Economic Development Corporation.
So this the nigga that's whooping ass and sexually harassing the women. And all them old motherfuckers that was out there campaigning Eric, talking about he's an innocent man. Look who he's standing by. And he was hanging out with Diddy.
A City Hall spokesperson says they will review the lawsuit and respond in court.
So there's somebody suing them. Jeez Louise, I definitely didn't think we was gonna. Happy holidays. I know there was some probe into him. Is he still NYCD? So he was NYC Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. What the hell is mental hygiene? How do you clean up your mental? So that's Tim Pearson. All right, let's get back to people getting raided.
Southern District of New York spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York would not comment on the investigation, but according to multiple sources, this investigation is likely separate from the federal corruption inquiry facing the mayor involving his campaign fundraising and possible ties to the Turkish government. In that investigation, Adams himself was served a grand jury subpoena in July and was forced to turn over his cell phones to the FBI. Agents have also raided the homes of his top campaign fundraiser and another one of his aides in connection with that investigation. City Hall Chief Counsel Lisa Zornberg in response said, quote, investigators have not indicated to us the mayor or his staff are targets of any investigation. As a former member of law enforcement, the mayor has repeatedly made clear that all members of the team need to follow the law.
Now, as Adams was leaving City Hall today, he also told a few reporters there that they will continue to turn over any information the FBI needs, and he is going to continue to be the mayor of New York. Stephen, Natasha?
All right, Morgan, thank you.
Okay, let me see. I'm trying to see if they got if there's anything on the live.
You are the future. Pursue.
If there's anything on the live, then we'll go to that. So we got the raids. We're about to, matter of fact, you already know what I'm about to do. I'm about to go find that lady, Suggs, and we're going to do a little digging on her Instagram. See if we can find out anything interesting. What was her name? The top fundraiser? Is it Danielle Suggs? I think I got it. Mayor Adams fundraiser Suggs. Brianna Suggs, that's her name. Oh, New York Times got a piece. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Brianna Suggs. That's who we need to talk about. Brianna Suggs. We learning who all the players are in the game. We learning who all the players. The task force might be worse than Don Carter. I don't know. I don't know. Don Carter's task force is called some bodies. Don Carter's task force is really in the streets. This would have to be something we compare to Tate or maybe to James St. Patrick as far as their political aspirations. Yeah, I don't know, man. This shit's wild though, because think about it. They had the fire commissioner, the police commissioner. He stepped down. The fire commissioner helped pass the safety. Excuse me. I wonder how much money they give. How much y'all think they gave the fire commissioner to pass that safety on so they could open that building? What y'all thinking? 15,000, 10,000? Like it's not gonna be something ridiculous. Well, any money's ridiculous, but I'm thinking maybe like a 15,000 piece. Like, here you go, 15,000. You go ahead and push that through. Because none of this money sounds like enough to actually buy you. You know what I mean? Like, you can't offer me $15,000 to do some shady shit like passing the fucking safety inspection. I'm like, nigga, no. You'd have to come with like $1 million or something. But even then, I'm smart enough to realize that I can't accept $1 million. Like, how am I going to justify me having $1 million? Whether it's cash or trips and like, come on, man. How are these people so educated but so stupid? You know what I mean? Like, are y'all passing off? This is the consulate for the country of Turkey. Are you passing that off for $25,000? Like, no, man. That sounds like too corrupt. You want me to do what? Come on, man. We got 25,000. Nigga, I'm not accepting that money. I'm the fire commissioner. I'm already making about fucking $200,000, nigga. What am I gonna do with $25,000, man? All right, we'll make it 250. No, man. Where am I going? I pay my taxes, man. What am I gonna do with extra 250,000? What am I gonna say? Oh, like there's nothing you can do to justify that. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. You can't be that greedy. Like, if I work my way up to the chief of police or not the chief of police, the commissioner, man, I'm doing shit by the book. I got all eyes on me, like a Tupac. You know what I'm saying? I got all eyes on me like a Mike Tyson fight. I sleep with my chain. I use it for a nightlight. They had to put something extra in it. But what extra could they do? We just seen that all these trips, over $100,000 worth of trips, were discovered because that was dumb on the Turk. So the Turkish consulate, they wanted this pass. And in order for them to pass, they would get him flights. And the Turkish Airlines executive was paying for the flights, like literally paying for the flights. Just get this man a ticket. You're the executive. Hey, here go a ticket. Just print him off a ticket. You ain't even got to, you know what I mean? Well, you got to put his name on there because when you go through customs, if they check your damn ticket, you got to have a name on there. So his name would have to definitely be on there. But man, don't ring up how much the flight is. Just ring it up and say it's like $1,100, $1,200 or something, man. Give it a discount. You know what I mean? This shit just stupid, man. We about to find out about Brianna because now we about to go do a little deep dive on Brianna and figure out what was she doing before she got here. Was she scamming it up? We'll see. All right, so we got Brianna Suggs. We just found out who she is. She's the fundraiser on the campaign. Moto, these backdoor dealings happen. Oh no, I know they happen. I've been around some corruption, but I'm saying, at what point are you like, wait a minute? The mayor comes to you, oh, Mayor Adams, what's going on? Oh, no, you can sit down, Mo. What's going on? You need something, sir? Yeah, well, about that. You know the Turkish consulate, the 38-story building? Yeah, I know about it. Right now, they haven't passed off on a safety inspection. So that's really the major thing that's holding them up. So that could probably be about a 2 to 3 months fix. Well, about that. What if we were to say $25,000? You could go ahead and pass that up and they could pay you that in cash. You said what? $25,000. They pay you in cash. You go ahead and just, slide that safety inspection on up. So you want me to falsify safety documents that could potentially harm and kill hundreds, if not thousands? You want me to just bypass this for $25,000, right? You know, if anything happens and they look at that and they do an inspection and they see that we passed off on this safety inspection when the safety inspection didn't go down, you know that shit's gonna come back to me, right? No, I'm not involved with that. I'm not involved with that. I have honor. I have integrity. I used to be an OSHA inspector for the military. So I'm not passing off on no bullshit like that. I take that very, very seriously. I come and verify your PPE. I'm not bullshitting you. I'll come in there. Now I cut you some slack. If I come to your shop and I go ahead and do my shop survey and I do my eval and I start noticing some deficiencies, if it's not enough to like ding you to fail the test, okay, cool. But what I will do is I'll tell you everything that is wrong because I come out to your shop survey at the beginning of the month. I come the first week of the month. So you got 3 weeks to fix it because my captain wants this done on the 3rd week. So I'm going to let you know this is what you got. But when I go back to the shop, I'm not going to report these discrepancies because you got 3 weeks to fix them. Now, if I show back up on that 3rd week on that Monday and you ain't got this shit fixed, my hands are tied. That means everything that I written down here that I told you was wrong at the beginning of the month, I got to write your ass up. Now, I don't like writing people up, but I got to write your ass up. 1, because it's wrong. 2, because it's your safety. And 3, because that's the thing you got to do. So if I come over here and your chemicals ain't labeled, I got to let you know, hey, y'all need to come up with some labels. Back then, they were called MSDSs. Now they're called SDSs, safety data sheets. Yeah, if I go and look in, y'all don't, do you know where the training is on the board? Oh, I don't know. Well, I got to write y'all up. If the employees don't know where the training is, where the OSHA guidelines are on the board, I got to write you up. If I go look in your training book and niggas ain't signed off for training, but I look over here and they painting shit, I got to write you niggas up because you can't be in there painting because your trainer says you ain't trained on it. If I go over there and I look at your damn gas mask, I go and look at your goddamn respirators. If your respirator is expired and you ain't came for your annual testing, you ain't come to see me at the shop, I got to write your ass up. Now, I don't want to write you up. I'm giving you time. Hey, you got 7 people that are delinquent on these goddamn respirator fit tests. Get that shit done because when I come back in this motherfucker, I'm cracking skulls. Like, come on, man. If I suspected corruption, true story, if I suspected corruption, on what level are we talking? What level of corruption are we talking? We talking $1 million corruption scheme? We talking $10 corruption? What are we talking corruption? You know what I mean? Like if I'm seeing somebody accepting money from a foreign investor, oh, I'm telling. I'm telling.
The FBI. Yeah, this the FBI.
Right there. Right there. If I see somebody doing the dealing with Turkey, I'm telling. Nigga, we ain't dealing with the Turks like that. Hell no, nigga. What you doing with them? You accept the money? Hell no, nigga. That shit ain't right. I was a piece of shit in the military, but when it came to safety, I was for sure with that shit. You know what I mean? I did all my bullshit off the clock. But I ain't never really I've never seen any real corruption. Now, you know, when you do job applications, like when I worked at Best Buy, if you seen somebody stealing, what would you say? Of course, you answer the question. Yeah, I would go report them. Nigga, in real life, if somebody's stealing, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'll be down to nigga whoop my ass stealing the goddamn PlayStation 2 game. You feel me? But all right, we're gonna look up Brianna Suggs and see what she had to do with the campaign. Watergate level? Oh yeah, I'm telling Watergate. I'll be just like that black guard, the one that alerted everybody. Yeah, I'm alerting that. All right, so this is on Political. Adams fundraiser, whose home was raided by FBI, odd financial arrangement when campaign. Brianna Suggs was paid on commission for her work with the New York City mayor's reelection effort. I'm telling you, man, she reminded me of them Black Lives Matter crooks. This is January 18th. New York City Mayor Adams has an unusual financial arrangement with his former chief fundraiser, 25-year-old whose home was recently raided. So they saying they got a weird case. Why is Brianna around? Unusual financial arrangement with his former chief fundraiser. Brianna Suggs, who worked as an intern for Adams in Whoa. Brianna Suggs, who worked as an intern for Adams in Brooklyn Borough Hall, was paid on commission by the mayor's reelection team, an unorthodox employment structure that netted her $279 over 2 years. That don't sit right with me. We're gonna find her Instagram. An unorthodox employment structure that netted her $279 over nearly 2 years. In total, Suggs' cut amounted to just under 10% of the nearly $3 million in contributions she brought in between February 2022 and November 2023. When she was removed from her job and given clerical duties following the federal raid, her earnings totaled 6 times more than $51,500 she made during the entirety of Adams' successful 2021 run for mayor, when she also led fundraising efforts. They were giving her a commission off of the money that was raised for the election. That's illegal. All the money that is donated needs to be accounted for, and the people donating need to know that you are giving 10% of this shit to an employee. You can't do that. This is exactly what Trump was in trouble for. When people were saying it's not illegal to pay off somebody hush money, no, it's not. But when you use campaign funds and you try to hide it, that's when it becomes illegal, because all of your campaign funds that's raised has to be accounted for, and everyone that is donating need to know specifically where this money is going. Jeez Louise, let's continue. She made just under 10% of the $3 million that they raised between February 2022, November 2023. Her earnings were 6 times more than what she made in the 2 years, roughly the $51,000. Typically, political fundraisers make a flat rate on NYC mayoral races. Going with the type of deal Suggs negotiated for herself, Suggs negotiated for herself, risk paying more than the going rate, according to John Caney of Government Reform. It's unusual. If you're going to give a consultant that much, it's all money that is not being spent on the actual election. See, that's what I was saying. You can't do this. She said, referring to the phone banks or door knocking. You don't see Suggs' arrangement. that much. They're just not in the culture of New York City and state fundraising. Even the fundraising is crooked. The odd arrangement add another layer of intrigue to Adams' political operation. Federal prosecutors are investigating the mayor's successful 2021 campaign for potential collusion with the Turkish government, accepting prohibited contributions from foreign nationals via Brooklyn-based Turkish construction company. As a part of that probe, FBI agents raided Suggs' Brooklyn house November 2nd and seized electronic devices and materials that appeared to pertain to the campaign. No one has been charged in this investigation. All right. The Campaign Compliance Authority told Politico that Suggs inked the contract in early 2022 and earned her 10% of funds raised. Some of that cash went towards other workers for her firm, Suggs Solution. All right. Let's find out what the fuck Suggs Solution is. Give these Negroes a call tonight. Brianna Suggs. Okay, she got a website. Brianna Suggs, fundraiser plus consultant. Okay. Let's chat. Hello. Hi, please leave your details so we can contact you if you're no longer on this site. Okay, my name is Mo. This? Mohala at Gmail. Whoever email this is, they're going to email you. We'll reply as soon as we can. Man, we got some fundraising we want to do, Brianna. About me, born and raised in Brooklyn, Brianna Suggs has graduated with a bachelor's of business administration with a concentration in health from Brooklyn College, City University of New York. Realizing her approach to project management, man, you ain't got no approach to no project management. Brianna tends to focus on efficiency, critical thinking, and communication when problem solving in her many roles. This is all she got on the website. We can't click on nothing. All right, we'll get back to. All right. So some of the money went to her firm, but we don't even know who her employees are. Peter declined to answer further questions about the arrangement, but noted Suggs worked on data entry and assisted with processing the campaign filings. Ms. Suggs helped raise a record amount of support from the campaign, and she has been compensated fairly for her hard work, he said in the statement. Commission contracts like this one, inked between Suggs and Adams' campaign, were once common, according to Bell Smickle, former head of New York State Democratic Party. But they have since fallen out of fashion, in part because they can make life unpredictable for fundraiser. Yeah, because people don't know where this money is going. We don't know if you're backdooring or if you're keeping some money for yourself, lying that it's going to somebody else. That's why they don't do this shit no more. Just like, remember when he said it's frowned upon? Like, cheating in Las Vegas isn't illegal. It's just frowned upon. You know, everything happened after 9/11. Thanks a lot, Bin Laden. What movie is that from? All right, it's a long haul campaign. There's a chance you may get a lot up front, says Smickle, who worked for a rival mayoral campaign in 2021, but it will start to dwindle toward the end, and you might want to make sure your salary is not dependent on a bad poll or a bad month. Sugg payments were erratic and doled out in seemingly arbitrary amounts, which more than 2/3 come in the last 6 months. According to the records from the Campaign Finance Board, average out over her nearly 2-year stint, her compensation comes out to around $14,000 a month, putting it at a high end for experienced fundraisers. So she was making $14,000 a month. Let's just say the last 6 months, 6 to 8 months. But because it averaged out, but they said the biggest portions were coming towards the end. So over 2 years, she was making $14,000 a month. One Democratic operative who was granted anonymity to discuss someone else's campaign strategy, a commission style arrangement might be appropriate for a short job or financially risky political action committee, but not a mayoral race where flat fees are the norm. All right. Another consultant, for similar reasons, said such arrangement could end up providing perverse incentives to fundraisers who might want to have the candidate spend more time with donors instead of voters in the later stages of the races. Basically, go get with people that have money, bring in more money. She's not going to she's doing the fundraiser, but not with the voters, the people that are actually going to vote her in. She's just, what they're saying, the reason they don't do this is if you come to me and I'm doing your fundraiser and I know that I'm getting a 10% commission, I'm not taking you out to the, no disrespect to the common folk. Hell no. I'm taking you to the executives. I'm taking you to the business owners, people that I know gonna donate 10,000 so I can get a little $1,000. Because if you donating $10, that means I'm getting $1. You donating 100, that means I'm getting $10. I don't want no $10 bill. I don't want no goddamn George Washington. I want thousands. I want the motherfuckers that are donating $5,000, $10,000, $50,000. So that's why they like, hey, dog, you can't do this shit, man, because you're taking away from the people that are actually voting, and it's incentivizing you to go to the motherfuckers with the money. This is some dumb shit, man. This is some dumb shit. The full scope of Suggs compensation. I can't even say it because of fucking Suggs then fucked me up. The full scope of what Suggs made, god damn, the full scope of what she made became clear Tuesday evening when the CFB released Adams' fundraising records for the latter half of 2023. Suggs received her last payment of $63,000 on November 1st. Dog, she got a $63,000 check on November 1st prior to getting raided. Suggs enjoys a close relationship with Adams. I bet she does. In his inner circle. And the mayor's chief advisor, Ingrid Lewis Martin, we looked up what she makes. She make like $250. Claims her as her god. Oh, that's what it is. It's all in the family. It's all in the family. That's what it is.
First line item in the indictment.
It's all in the family. Lewis Martin, that's part of the. Boom, here we go. The godmother right here. So Breonna's alleged godmother is Ingrid Lewis Martin, chief advisor to the mayor. She's the one that put Suggs in position to do the fundraising. Oh, hey. We need to make a real life board. So Ingrid is the one that hooks Suggs up because she's the chief advisor to the mayor. Ingrid has become one of Adams' closest confidants since his days in state senate, proving that loyalty really does pay off. So she's been doing all the dirty work behind the scenes and linking him with motherfuckers that they can go ahead and collude with. Oh, I got a goddaughter that she could do the fundraising. Listen, girl, we're gonna do this as a commission. I'm gonna introduce you to all the right people, and you can make you a nice little check off of it. Ain't that about a bitch? This is why they say you can't mix family with business. Now we're getting somewhere. The news ain't connecting these dots for us. We got to go and do it through different articles. Now it's making sense. Now let's see if we got a fucking picture of Ingrid Lewis Martin with her goddamn goddaughter, Brianna Suggs. I was going to say Scruggs. This is interesting. I'm liking what we're doing here. So November. Suggs enjoys a close relationship with Adams. His inner circle, the mayor's chief advisor, Ingrid, claims her as her goddaughter. Suggs also worked with Adams' aligned PAC called Striving for a Better New York. In the wake of the FBI raid, Adams praised her as an essential component of his re-election effort. I feel confidence in her integrity and how hard she works, he said in November. Now, this is right before the raid. Let me see something. Images. We ain't seeing nothing. No connections here. New York Times got something. Nah, her name is Suggs, ain't it? Suggs, Brianna Suggs. Oh, so this is still on political. Okay. So following the FBI raid, Adams defends his very bright, energetic fundraiser. Y'all think Brianna's talking to the police? Not the police. Fuck that. Y'all think Brianna's talking to the feds? Brianna had a big role in the campaign. All right, we get that. Go back here. Is there any articles? Any newer articles? Table of success. Oh, here we go. 2021. We're going to get into this real quick. The FBI didn't just raid anyone's house Thursday. The FBI were in Brooklyn at the home of Suggs, the chief fundraiser for New York City Adams in 2021 campaign. Now over here it says she was hired. I think it says she was hired in 2021. Eric Adams hired her when she was 19. 6.5 years and millions of dollars in the campaign fundraising later, the FBI raided her apartment. So she was an intern in 2017. Oh, okay. So they didn't laid it all out for us. But this is in 2020. The website's probably made in 2021. They just been updating it. Oh, yeah. This is what we need right here. This is the whole layout. Goddaughter 2, work for Adams, hired to lobby on behalf of who was Jacque Williams, a real estate agent. Oh, she looked crooked as a mother. We're going to find out who the fuck this is, too. Get back to the raid real quick. So Adams hired her in 2020 or 2017 as an intern, but promoted her in 2021 to the chief fundraiser. That's a big job for anyone, and she's doing it just at 23 years old. She didn't have the experience for it, so we're finding out that what they were doing was basically setting her up to siphon money off of the top. But that's all alleged right now. Suggs hasn't been accused of any wrongdoing. Nobody has in the case. There's a lot of unknown in the U.S. Attorney investigation, and the Office of the Southern District of New York isn't talking. The investigation concerns a possible straw donor scheme to funnel Turkish nationals money to Adams' campaign through a Brooklyn construction firm. So what they're doing right now is setting up the RICO, because we know about him taking money for the consulate, but how they're trying to pay it and get the donor scheme, because you can only donate, like, I think it's $10,000, maybe $20,000 for like a mayor. So they're trying to make it seem like, hey, this construction firm is doing it and they trying to cover it up. Suggs' home was just one of the numerous search warrants that was executed, connected to the KSK construction group. See how deep ties they are. We can find out something about them also. Okay, here we go right here. KSK Construction Group headquarters. We're gonna go down the path with them to see if they got any crookedness. Brianna ran our entire fundraising apparatus in the previous campaign, is doing the same in 2025 re-election. Go ahead and dismiss that election. She's keeping her job. I have full confidence in her. She's done an amazing job. She will stay in the campaign team. I would love to have her continue to stay in with the campaign team. She's very bright, energetic, a young, smart lady who worked hard. I feel confidence in her integrity and how hard she works. And often young African-American ladies don't get the opportunities that others receive in this business of politics. But we found out that her godmother is Ingrid, who works directly for you. So this wasn't an actual opportunity. This was nepotism, which is fine in politics, in my opinion. I don't care about that. Like, I really don't give a damn. But you can't say that this was an opportunity when she was placed there, and we know that you guys are allegedly doing crooked shit. So the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. You just tie them on in. Now, she may have been corrupted because they brought her in when she was young, so we can cut her some slack. But at the age of 25, 26, you know right from wrong. So I don't want any excuses for Miss Brianna. But that big opportunity inside the campaign has now put her in a difficult spot. A raid opposed to a subpoena suggests U.S. Attorney's Office feels there's reasonable probability that Brianna was involved in a crime. Exactly what I was saying. No sympathy. You're old enough to know right from wrong at this point. Or at the very least, has knowledge of other people's wrongdoing, which is why we asked, was she talking to the feds? Which I believe she will be one of the people talking to the feds, exposing everything. My auntie or my godmother brought me in. She really ain't my godmother. I don't know why she called me family, but she just did. Paul Tuchman, former acting chief of public integrity section of the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District, said that raids are sometimes conducted because prosecutors think it will make the target more likely to talk and cooperate. Exactly. The fact that we're executing a search warrant shows me that the investigation is ongoing, and they don't necessarily know yet where it's going or where it's going to end. He said, whether it's with the donors or people of the donor side, or also people on the campaign side. As somebody who organized logistics for hundreds of fundraising events held by the campaign and managed over 15,000 contributions brought in, Suggs will likely have files that the investigators will want to see. Exactly. Her spokesperson, Jordan, declined to comment, blah, blah, blah. Intensive review of all documents. In an email statement, Adams said he was outraged and angry if anyone attempted to use the campaign to manipulate our democracy and defraud our campaign. Negro, you manipulated the goddamn democracy. You manipulated the people. You had them old women out there today lying through the middle of their teeth talking about this is a good man. Nigga. Man, see, I couldn't be in politics because I don't know how to have a conversation without swearing. The FBI locked
The FBI? Yeah, this the FBI.
I think I got one better. Hold on, let me see. I thought I did. Maybe I deleted it. I deleted it. He talking about defrauding our campaign, nigga.
I'm steady trying to find the motive. Why I do what I do? And freedom ain't getting no closer. No matter how far I go. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No, they won't let me out.
Derry B said they used her. Yeah, ignorance to the law. They did use her. I will say this is one of those. They brought her in at 17 as an intern, and then they promoted her chief fundraiser. The reason they did that, and I agree with you, Derry B. The reason they did that is because she didn't know the laws or anything. So they were like, "Look, we'll set you up with this money," and also with her being in charge of the fundraiser, they can oversee everything that she's doing. So when these construction companies are donating all this money, she probably didn't, from her profile on her website, it didn't look like she knew anything about politics or running an actual fundraiser. Yeah, she had a business degree, but I got a business degree. I don't know shit about fundraising. You know what I mean? Like, you got to actually get in there in the nitty gritty. You got to go in there and get through the weeds to like figure out what's legal, what you can and can't do. Why is it frowned upon on taking an actual commission instead of just taking your, you know what I'm saying, your flat rate? So for them, they were like, we got somebody, we can put her in. She's going to school. So it looks good on paper, but she really didn't know what the fuck was going on. So now she's an adult and she's making all this money. She's thinking this is what normally happens. Boom, the Fed happens. I mean, not the Feds. Yeah, the Feds do happen, but the raid happens. So now they're about to talk to her and they're going to explain to her, like when we breaking it down, hey, this is why this looks bad. But we know you didn't have anything to do with this because we already know that Mayor Adams is talking to the Turkish consulate. He's taking these trips. So the best thing for you to do is just give us all the information that you have, which she more than likely is going to do. And I mean, you got to at this point because she didn't know nothing about this campaign shit. And then you got Adams doing all this extra talking. Oh man, she's so bright. She's so wonderful. She don't know what the fuck she doing. All she doing is a smile like, hey, come on, we're gonna donate money. But in reality, these people were already gonna donate money because Adams, Ingra, all of them allegedly already been talking to him. So this money is already being invested, which is why the KSK construction group is here to make it seem like this money is being legitimately sent there. But when we find out, it's deeper than that because they passed off the safety inspection to the fire department commissioner to bypass everything. So it's really starting to make sense. It's really like this shit's crazy. But this is what the feds do. And if we can piece it together just from random articles, like they didn't cover their tracks at all. We're taking articles from back in November. We're linking it now. We're piecing it together. We go to her website and finds out she really don't have any. There was nothing that said she had like a political education, the government education. She got a business degree. Not knocking the business degree. Like I said, I got one. But I'm not going to try to act like I know politics. I'll get on here and read some shit and try to figure it out. But you can't be like, Mo, run a campaign for us. I'm like, nigga, I don't know how to do that shit. I'm not even about to do it. But let's see. It says in an email statement, Adams said he was outraged and angry if anyone attempted to use the campaign to manipulate our democracy and defraud our campaign. I want to be clear. I have no knowledge, direct or otherwise, of any improper fundraising activity, and certainly not any of foreign money. Well, it turns out this is November. Here we are in goddamn September, nigga. We know you accepted money. Actually, you accepted flights also. So you've been lying to us. We're going to need an explanation, Mr. Adams. We will, of course, work with the officials to respond to inquiries as appropriate. Adams' decision to hire Suggs is raising questions. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. We already were raising questions. Like, why was Suggs around? She ain't got no background in this shit. Donors to Adams dealt with her directly. One prominent contributor who was granted anonymity to discuss the campaign to Politico, she was very, very young. What turned some heads is that she was running the whole operation of that campaign, the finance part of it, and she was so young and Jeez Louise, I probably should have been a fucking federal agent, man. I don't think it's too late. I don't think it's too late. You know, you really don't even have to be that bright. Like, intern at 17, running the operation by like 22, no fucking experience, but made $270,000 in less than 2 years, and her last check was $67,000. They just played this girl. Brianna, I apologize for comparing you to them Black Lives Matter crooks. You need to tell the feds everything you know. You need to get a fresh start. You need to write a book about this nigga Adams, write a book about this nigga Ingrid. You need to tell on everybody. You need to tell them who that was Turkish came and brought money directly to you, who at the construction company brought money to you. You need to tell on everybody. I condone you. This ain't snitching. I condone you telling the truth, because these motherfuckers played you from the time you were 17 to now. I done went to the website. I was about to go over there and I was going to say harass, but I wasn't going to harass. I was going to ask the legitimate questions. Brianna, you're good in my book. That raid, you need to be talking. You need to be talking and making statements. I was played. Mayor Adams screwed me over, not physically, but just hey, I ain't have nothing to do with Tim Pearson, but you need to go and tell on these niggas, all of them, because they bringing you down. They put you in that position because they knew that they could manipulate and use you because you were so young. And everything I said is right here in the damn document. It's fucking crazy. This motherfucker right here, your godmother. We need somebody we can manipulate. Oh, I got somebody. Fucking Ingrid Lewis, allegedly. This is some bullshit. My bad, Brianna. I apologize. Even though I can't take back what we talked about in the first 2 hours, but I apologize. I didn't know they threw you in the fire like this. I thought you were pretending to know what you were doing. These niggas threw you in it as an intern. They were like, fuck it, put her in charge of the campaign with no experience. That's on me. I apologize. So there you go, Torian. Torian asked me earlier, well, have I ever been wrong with my allegations? And the first thing I said when I seen Brianna on the screen, she looked like one of them thieving ass Black Lives Matter motherfuckers. I was wrong. Brianna was brought in as a child, didn't have any idea what the fuck she was getting into. They were dropping lump sums in her lap. She just seen the money coming in and thought this is the way that politics ran. She had no idea what's going on. So when they raided her ass, they definitely needed to raid her to spook her, because now it's like, whoa, wait a minute. This whole time, Ingrid and Uncle Adams, these niggas been telling me this is how it's done. You're making all this money. You're a good girl. Keep doing it. No. You need to go down there. Matter of fact, call me. Take me in there with you and your lawyer. And, I'll be there. I'll be like, what's the little thing called? The support dog. I'll be your little support dog. I'll be right there. Whenever you feeling sad, you need to cry or something. Here goes some. Hey, wipe your tears, girl. I'm here for you. We here. What you got to say? We need to hear all the details. What that nigga Adams was doing on a Monday night when he was going out and he was taking security. What was he doing? Okay, it's okay. Hold on. Hey, easy, Fed. Easy. Can you not see where me, her, and her lawyer are talking right now? We'll give you the answers. Fucking calm down. Jeez. So what we gonna do about this? Okay. Yeah. One second. Matter of fact, can y'all leave the room? Can y'all leave the room? Our client over here is going through it right now. You guys just step back, please. We're gonna give you all the information, please. You all right, Brianna? Yeah, the people in the chat, they were going crazy, trying to call you out. I'm like, man, Brianna didn't know anything. I believe you didn't know anything, did you? No, ma, I didn't. Okay, good. All right, we're good. We got Brianna. We're good. We got somebody that's going to do the talking that we need, telling the truth. All right. She was so young and inexperienced. She may have benefited from a closeness to the mayor's longest serving and most senior aide, fucking Ingra Lewis, aka the godmother. The godmother. Go figure. Go figure. Adams is the face of the operation, and guess who's behind the scenes pulling the strings? The mother freaking godmother. The godmother is behind the scenes pulling the strings. Adams is just out there in the face. But who really makes the call? Griselda Blanca, aka the godmother, Ingra Lewis. You can't make this shit up. This is a real life movie in front of us. Someone needs to put this movie together. This is the godmother. Look, Ingra Lewis Martin claims her as her goddaughter. So she's the godmother of this whole operation. And she's going to make sure that Adams goes down. She's going to get some time, but Adams is going to go down for all. Oh my goodness, this is good. We got our own movie. This is good. Who would have thought 2024 would turn out like this? All right, so Ingra was the most senior aide, and she was her closeness to Suggs, Miss Brianna. Suggs worked under Lewis in Adams' office from 17 to 2021 when he served as the Brooklyn Borough president. She was referred to as Lewis Martin's goddaughter, said one person familiar with the mayor's inner circle. Lewis Martin did not respond to request to comment. She's like a kid, the person said, and she's not meticulous the way Adam himself is. Remember I was saying she didn't know what the fuck she got going on. These kinds of things aren't going to take them down. They're just going to take a lot of people around them down. Damn, this is a fucking lot. And then we got to do a power live after this. Jeez Louise. Besides the mayor's campaign, Suggs also worked for Striving for a Better New York PAC, which was closely aligned with Adams. Suggs was on Miguelina, fuck it. State Senate campaign in 2022. Camilo is now counsel to Assembly Speaker Carl Hesting. And Manhattan Supreme Court, jeez Louise. So she was connected to somebody who is the counsel to Assembly Speaker Carl and the Manhattan Court judge. Jeez Louise, these guys. So now we got Suggs and Adams tied in with a Supreme Court judge for Manhattan. We got to find out who this judge is. Supreme Court Judge Dakota Ramsure. Let's see what the fuck they got going on. Jeez. Damn, there's a lot of moving pieces. She assumed office January 1st, 2023. Okay, so it's a black woman. You were cordially invited to attend the induction of Dakota as a justice of the Supreme Court of the state of New York, January 26, 20. Please be legitimate. Please. We can't have a sister of this high in magnitude. Come on, Miss Dakota. My bad, Judge Dakota. You can't call you Judge Dakota. Judge Dakota Ramsure. Come on, Judge. I hope Judge is legit. Judge dismisses case challenge a New York teacher tenure. Supreme Court judge granted a motion of summary judgment to dismiss the case. So if they send it up to the Supreme Court of well, this is federal. They can't send it up to, oh shit. So Judge Dakota Ramseur isn't going to have anything to do with this because she's a state judge. All right, cool. Damn. So Suggs has connections all the way up to the damn Supreme Court judge in New York. Tamika, New York is crazy right now. Stay in the house. Stay in the house. Suggs, too, worked with the Brooklyn Democratic Party, though the party never reported paying her. County Chair, there's some fucking names up here. County Chair Rodney, man, fuck it. Rod Hermelin downplayed her role, telling Politico she was just a volunteer, but she defended her fellow Brooklynite. Brianna is a person that we consider the most highest integrity. She knows the rules and regulations. She is someone who is smart and mild-mannered. Suggs has been talking with the campaign attorney after the raid. She need to get a whole different attorney. She needs to get the fuck away for the campaign attorney. After the raid, Adams told Pix 11, but he hasn't. I haven't communicated with her since the incident. Yeah, she needs to get her own lawyer. Nah, Tamika, you need to go back inside. Damn. So we ain't even got to the man. All right, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Shit. Now we got to go down this whole list of Brianna Suggs. This is the table of success. I want to look into that construction company too. And we got the Supreme Court judge. Jeez, it's like every time you go to a different article, we got like 19 new motherfuckers being inducted to the damn criminal board. We definitely need to make a real life suspect board. Brianna Suggs rated. Eric Adams hired her when she was 19, 6.5 years and millions of dollars in the mayoral campaign fundraising. Later, the FBI raided her apartment. Formerly the chief fundraiser for Adams' 2021 campaign, intern, Brooklyn Borough President's Office. Basically, she's Bruce Sandria for Rashad Tate. If you had to compare her to somebody, she's like Bruce Sandria. Administrative paperwork on Eric Adams' 2025 re-election campaign, consultant and lobbyist. Let me see. Brianna has close family connections with Eric Adams' inner circle. Reportedly refers to her as a goddaughter, and her father, William Suggs. Oh, here we go. What the dad do? William Suggs was a member of Adams' mayoral transition committee. All right, we'll take Judge Dakota down. Mayor Suggs, Brianna. Oh no, we're gonna look him up with Mayor Adams. NYC. Mayor. Damian Williams. Now we ain't seeing nothing on her father, but I'm gonna do some digging later on to see if we can find something on her father. Suggs began working under Adams at 19 in 2017, and then as a $20 an hour community associate in 2018. When she was a 20-year-old college student, and Adams was Brooklyn Borough President. Along the way, Brianna got her college degree from Brooklyn College. Then things got extra weird. As Adams launched his campaign for mayor, he named Suggs, a then 23-year-old with no campaign finance experience, to be in charge of the campaign finances. That right there is already a no-no. You got to at least hire somebody else that may have worked for a mayor, worked for somebody on a lower level election. You got to bring them in. And then if you want to, you can have her intern, but you can't just throw her in charge of it. Recently, Adams portrayed the move as part of a social justice agenda. Often young African-American ladies don't get this opportunity that others receive in business and politics. Allegedly, he was probably already thinking, we're about to get some illegal money, some illegal funds coming in. We'll just put her in charge because she doesn't know what the hell is going on. African-American ladies don't get these opportunities that others receive in business and politics. Adams' 2021 campaign brought in more than 8 million in private donations. Not everyone was impressed with Suggs' sustainability of the role. She's like a kid. Okay, we read that already. Close person, blah, blah. She's not qualified. All right, she's not meticulous. She's a close person to Adams and Lewis Martin, who might not be qualified for the job. That was the vibe. Nevertheless, Suggs took the opportunity and ran with it. She made $50,000 working on Adams' first mayoral campaign, and then has made almost $100,000 over the past 2 years, which we found out was actually $278,000 over the past 2 years for his reelection. She made another $100,000 over that time as the sole fundraiser for the Political Action Committee close to Adams, striving for better PAC. So that's where the $200,000 comes from. But after raising more than $1.3 million last year, the group spent more money on its founder, Brooklyn pastor. What I tell y'all about church when we had them old women up there talking. This is who they came and got. Alfred Cockfield. Yeah, I said it. Albert Cockfield. But after raising more than $1.3 million last year, the group spent more money on its founder, Brooklyn pastor and convicted interstate drug runner, Reverend Alfred L. Cockfield, in his charter school than it did on political funding. So this nigga, the crooked pastor, they gave him, after raising more than $1.3 million, they spent more money to the founder. So high profile Reverend Albert Cockfield, the people's pastor, group raised money to push Adams' agenda. Cockfield, the son of politically connected pastor, got a Libertarian church, pled guilty in 1998. Look, this shit is wild. No, New York Times. Let me get one free article, man. One free article, New York, please. This is for the people, New York. Y'all should only charge New Yorkers, man. You can't charge us, man. This is for the people, man. Damn, we trying to read that. The crooked pastor, man. Fuck it. We gonna find this nigga on YouTube then. Reverend Albert Cockfield videos. Conversations about race. Man, this nigga ain't no doctor. Allegedly human trafficking. I don't know. We're not gonna put that on them. We just so in 98. Damn. So in 1998, he wasn't Reverend then. Alfred L. Cockfield II pled guilty to transporting 3 kilograms of cocaine to North Carolina for a drug organization called the Poison Something. Reverend Albert Cockfield, 3 kilograms of oh, here we go, right here. Kilograms of cocaine. Oh, here we go. Here go the case right here. I think this is the case. I thought I'd seen his name in here. Let me see. Okay, here we go. We'll read this one part here. This was not a trial about a heroin conspiracy. Every government witness who testified about the conspiracy testified to crack dealings, preparation of crack, and delivery of either crack cocaine itself or powder cocaine to be cooked into crack. Laidlaw testified in June of 92, Poison Clan was delivering 3 to 4 kilograms of crack cocaine to Richmond every month. By the end of 93, a courier named Wayne Douglas Smith was making weekly deliveries of crack to Richmond and returning with 70,000 to 80,000 in proceeds. Even as he made other crack deliveries to representatives of the Poison Clan in Albany and Baltimore, in May of 96, yet another courier was delivering between 2 and 2.5 kilograms of crack cocaine to Richmond 2 or 3 times a month. Once Bowens was in the Carolinas, a courier named Alfred Cockfield made at least 2 deliveries to Raleigh, each time consisting of 4 kilograms of cocaine powder. 3 different witnesses testified Bowens helping to cook up to it. Damn, they seen Bowens in the kitchen cooking. They testified Bowens helping to cook up one of those 4 kilogram deliveries into crack in North Carolina. So Bowen went to the Carolinas, and a courier named Alfred Cockfield made at least 2 deliveries to Raleigh. So this is who they were giving money to in 2021. So nobody on Adams like investigative team like said, "Hey man, this Reverend Al Cockfield nigga is a goddamn crook." And then why they gave money to the founder? This is some shit. In his charter school than they did on the political funding. On top of her gig as Adams' campaign rainmaker, they called her a rainmaker, Suggs raised cash for the Brooklyn Democratic Party and registered as a lobbyist in 2022. The lobbying firm 99 Solutions, run by real estate lobbyist Jacque Williams, contracted Suggs to lobby Adams, her campaign boss, on behalf of the owners of the East Broadway Mall, according to the state lobbying records. On behalf of the owners of the East Broadway Mall. All right, let me see. What is Jacque? So we found out Reverend Cockfield is a crook. 99 Solutions. Here we go. Oh, wait. So Suggs is tied into this also? Wait a minute. Maybe they'll bring it up here. We going off track real quick, but we got Jacque Williams' name brought up, and on hers it says there's $3,000 that went to Suggs. Give me a second. Here we go. So Jacque Williams, who does the real estate, let me start here. Williams stated that in an interview, "I don't represent anything that I don't believe in." And since becoming a lobbyist in 2003, according to public records, she lobbied on behalf of Tishman Speyer. We seen that name earlier. REBNY, IKEA, MSG Entertainment, Wingers, Walmart, Cablevision, Coca-Cola. Damn, she lobbied for all of them. All right, here we go. In 2022 and 2023, 99 Solution had been paid more than $1 million to lobby city and state officials, including $230,000 for REBNY, $130,000 from a gambling company, American Racing and Entertainment, and $165,000 from commercial real estate titan SL Green. By comparison, the $18,000 that was paid to 99 Solutions by the Chinatown Mall owner, $3,000 made its way to Suggs. So now, this is last year, 2023. At the age of 25, I might have to scale back a little bit, because now Suggs is an adult, and Suggs somehow got $3,000 from the Chinatown Mall owners, but she ain't have shit to do with this Chinatown Mall, because we're reading her shit, and this is Jacque Williams' deal. So why did $3,000 go to Suggs? God damn it, Suggs. I've been sitting in here telling the feds to chill out, and now I'm finding out that money is somehow trickling down in your fucking fingers, and I'm trying to defend you. Now I just got to take a step back.
I knew you was going to let that nigga in. Tariq?
I got to tell them niggas what I know now. Now, I know that Suggs made $3,000, feds. I came in here, I made a mistake. They said, Mo, give her the benefit of the doubt. She was a kid. But earlier, I'm going to go back and find where I said it. I said, man, she's an adult now. So she should know right from wrong. And I should have went with my gut feeling. But I took a step back because I was looking at the godmother pulling the strings. Whole time, she done got $3,000 from the Chinatown Mall owner, but didn't have shit to do with this business deal. So how did Suggs get $3,000? On top of the $278,000 she made when we found out that they were paying motherfucking Alfred Cockfield money. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. This is why I don't get involved in these niggas shit, man. Here we go. More information up here. More recently, Brooklyn Real Estate interest paid Williams $239,000 to lobby for Adams directly in 2018. This is 1 year after Suggs got on there. And in 2022, Williams hired Adams' top fundraiser. Oh, so Brianna took a job for Jacque Williams and made it $3,000 on the side. Whole time we thinking, oh, she's an innocent kid. This motherfucker taking extra jobs. So in 2022, Williams hired Adams' top fundraiser, Brianna Suggs, to help lobby the city on behalf of the owners of the East Bay Mall. That's the Chinatown owners, who was trying to renegotiate the lease. While there was nothing technically illegal about Suggs moonlighting as a lobbyist, it's unusual when your job is to raise money for your boss while also getting paid to influence that same boss. Williams and Suggs' efforts apparently weren't successful. The city sided with a different developer who also had deep connections to Adams. So Adams is a win-win for Adams. Adams probably didn't want Jacque Williams fucking with shit. So he said, to hell with that. You're not going to get this. You're not going to renegotiate it. The city, we're going to choose a different developer. That different developer may have been KSK Construction, the Turkish company. Oh my goodness. This is getting good. So Jacque Williams hired Suggs, took her away from Adams. She still worked for Adams, but now she's over here trying to renegotiate this lease with the East Broadway Mall. But she's moonlighting, like still promoting Adams. Like, okay, cool. We still need donations and shit while she's working for somebody else. But then they saying when they went to try to renegotiate this, The lease, the city said, nope, we're not going to go to Jacque Williams. Guess what they did? Adams brought in another goddamn developer that he was close with. Now, this is all alleged, but if I'm to believe all of this shit's been going on, KSK Construction, which we still have the tab open because we haven't been doing any kind of investigating, they may have been the new developer to get this contract, which brings in the connection of once you become mayor, you can help us out with the Turkish consulate. Oh, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. Let me see what they got going on. Oh, shit. We need to get back to Brianna. We didn't. Oh, man, hold on. East Broadway Mall. The construction company. See, the fucking New York Times got that shit behind a paywall. Behind the China State real estate deal, a web of shifting, the iconic East Broadway Mall changing hands. So the KSK Construction Group is responsible for NYC's most desirable luxury condominiums. So all right. Let me see something. Let me get back to Brianna's story. But let's remember, Jacque Williams was funneling money to Brianna while Brianna was still working for Adams, and the city gave it to another developer. We need to find who the other developer was. And Suggs had a goddamn Crown Heights brownstone. Well, she just made $279. So what other money was she making? All right, so here we go. Yeah, y'all can call me a pocket watcher, but I'm on the case. All right, blah, 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 blah. They rated her Crown. So that's what we needed. Hey, where's Crown Heights at? Where's Crown Heights at? Brooklyn brownstone. There are many brownstones in Crown Heights, so it's in Brooklyn. All right. Well, let's see. Crown Heights, Brooklyn. Excuse me. So this is Crown Heights over here. Like New York, look at this. How can you live here, man? It's just too many fucking buildings. So she lives, Crown Heights Friends down here. So I guess all this is Crown Heights. Dog, I couldn't. Let me just see what this shit look like. This shit is just too much. Let's go to Dean Street. Are these brownstones on Dean Street? All right. Where Tariq St. Patrick grew up at. See, that's why we got Tamika here. Tamika is our own scene resident. Okay, this looks like a nice neighborhood. The only thing about New York, this shit look nice. But if you go on Instagram, it's going to be some young niggas out here with guns, switches, shooting up shit. It looks nice, but it's dangerous as hell from what I'm hearing. Let me get back to this damn story. All right. Jeez. They raided her Crown Heights brownstone, seizing electronic devices and files, and offering the public the clearest indication yet that Adams' campaign was under federal criminal investigation. Subsequent reporting suggests that the feds were interested in alleged straw donors with possible ties to the Turkish government. Suggs did not respond to the questions when the FBI raided her home. Adams immediately cut short a visit to Washington and had planned to lobby by federal leaders, blah, 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 to do more with the help with the city migrants crisis. But we know that Tim Pearson is part of your staff, and he was fighting over at the migrant shelter. So Adams really ain't trying to help out. And then that nigga ordered trash cans for everybody. Nigga was just doing dumb shit. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so this is basically just covering everything that we went over. Now let's see how Suggs is connected back in here. So we know she got 3,000 there. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much right there. That's over an hour going down to Breonna Suggs. So now we know that there's a godmother. So what we need to do is Ingra Martin, whatever her name is, we need to find her. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow or maybe Saturday. But yeah, I gotta follow her story now. The godmother is not. Look, we got Mayor Adams. He's cooked. Thugs, you go ahead and tell on people. We'll let you go. But I should have stayed with my gut feeling. You are a part of this organization. You knew exactly what you were doing as an adult. But we need to get dirt on the godmother. We need to find information on the godmother. Now, if I got to start making phone calls, then damn it, I will. But we're going to find out something on Ingra. I don't like that name. Ingra, I don't like it. We're going to find out what the hell's going on. Yeah, I said we, us. We are. Yes, I said it. We are. All right, man. Well, that's what's going on right now. Nah, Gloria, she got bigger shit to fry. She got bigger, you know what I'm saying? She got bigger fish to fry. She about to get Diddy. This motherfucker right here, Ingrid Lewis Martin. Now let me look up her background real quick before I get out of here. Oh, we do have Are We Ready? Jeez Louise, man. This is about to be back-to-back 5-hour days. Cause we had 3 hours damn near on here. I'm about to do 2 hours of power. Jeez Louise, man. I'm giving y'all overtime, man. Y'all can't say Mo ain't making up for it. Let me see. Ingrid Marcus. So last year, she got fined $1,000. Wait a minute. Wait. Wait a minute. We ain't letting her slide. No. Just hold on. Wait a minute. Sit down. Sit back down. We not letting this slide. Hold on. KSK Construction. We're gonna let you off right now. We're gonna revisit. Sit back down. Whoa. We not paying for this shit. What is this? The Daily News is trying to put all this shit on here. You can't, come on. We ain't paying for none of this shit. The Banks brothers. Oh, so this is giving us all of the actual ties. Here we go. Ingra, the godmother. That's who we need to fucking find this dirt on. All right, here we go. The New York Daily Times said how Ingrid Lewis Martin is agitating City Hall from inside. So in 2020, June of last year, the New York Times said that Ingrid was fucking around. Here it says, this is the City News. Daily News is fucking us over. Let me see. Okay, we already know about Tim Pearson, fucking harassment and goddamn assault. Another top aide, perhaps the mayor's closest ally, also has ties to the mayor's days as a cop. Ingrid Lewis Martin, his chief advisor, is married to Glenn Martin. Who the fuck is Glenn Martin? Who was in the police academy with Adams and became one of his closest friends. Also, he's just hiring everybody he knows. Okay. He's really putting on for the city. She's been with Adams for years, serving as a top aide when he was a state senator representing Crown Heights. Exactly where Breonna has a damn brownstone. As his top deputy when he was Brooklyn Borough president as the top advisor, there's been no indication that federal authorities have sought evidence from Lewis Martin, but she too has spoken to members of City Hall circle as family, calling the mayor's director of Asian Affairs, Winnie Greco, her babysitter. When introducing her at Gracie Mansion event, Greco's mother attended. At the event, she referred to Adams as another sibling in the family. I have the pleasure of introducing Winnie's mom to her son. Her niece, Wei Ying Chen, was hired by the mayor's office at a salary of $80,000 and now earns $120,000 according to city records. Greco has also been closely associated with Adams' son, Jordan Coleman. Documented reported that Coleman traveled with Greco to San Francisco to present accommodation to a family association there. His stay in a taxpayer-funded hotel shelter in Queens, where Greco was also living, owned by a major mayor donor, is under investigation. So these niggas wasn't paying for, I told you, they making all this money, but they not paying for nothing. They living in donors' houses. And y'all kept telling me, Mo, New York is expensive. And I'm telling y'all, these niggas ain't paying for shit. I'm telling y'all, man, damn it. I know some crooks when I see some crooks. These niggas ain't paying for nothing. They just hiring everybody and they going to the donors. You scratch my back, I scratch your back, nigga. I can pull some strings. You give me free housing. How Breonna got a goddamn brownstone? Yeah, I'm hating. How Breonna got a brownstone? Jeez Louise. They flew out to San Francisco and traveled. Guess what? We staying in a taxpayer hotel funded, the taxpayer funded hotel shelter. We chilling. We living for free. I make $80,000. Now I make $120,000. I make $120,000 and I ain't got no living expenses. Sheesh. Gee, Department of Investigation under review. Let me see what this department got. Adams says investigation department is doing a review of hotel stays by his son and top aide. Yeah, nigga, you need to blow the whistle, all right, because it's over with. Yeah, we investigating your son, nigga. You crooked, your son crooked. The hotel, a Wyndham Garden in Fresh Meadows, was serving as a city-funded shelter for formerly incarcerated individuals. At the time that Winnie Greco, the mayor's director of Asian Affairs, lived there in a two-bed. Nigga, this was supposed to be for incarcerated people who got let go. And they in here kicking it. Now we got to see what the Wyndham Garden in Fresh Meadows is. Let's see what these rooms look like. Jeez. Wyndham Garden, Fresh Meadows. Okay, this looks somewhat decent. Check availability. Visit the site, nigga. Fucking book off of maps, nigga. Open this shit up. Let's see what this bitch look like. So why were incarcerated people staying in here? That's what y'all do in New York? You go to jail in New York, you get out and get to stay at the Wyndham Garden. I got a timeshare with Wyndham. Wyndham Garden, Chinatown. Is that the one they were staying in? Oh, no, they were staying in Fresh Meadows. I can say this one look nice. Wyndham Gardens, Fresh Meadows. All right. Okay. Wyndham Garden, Fresh Meadows, Flushing. Let's just see what next weekend will look like. Checking availability of rooms. They said they were living in a 2-room suite. Oh, they live there in a 2-room. I thought it was a 2-bed. No, they in a 2-room suite. Hey, yo, we just want to see what the damn rooms look like, man. All right, rooms. There are no rooms available for that date. All right, well, let's go into next year. Valentine. We're gonna do Valentine's. Check it on Thursday. Get some loving in. There are no rooms available. This motherfucker ain't booked out like that. Golly. They can't be booked out. We'll do some shit during the week then. They can't be booked out in September next year. Oh, get the fuck out of here. We're just gonna go to the gallery then. All right. Basic living in Wyndham. But they had the 2-bed. Oh, this is what they got right here. They probably got this suite. This is deep. This is decent here. This is where his son was staying at. All right, this is straight. If it's free, shit, I'm staying there. I don't give a damn. I don't turn down free. All right, so this is where they were staying at. Federal agents searched Greco's 2 Bronx homes. Wait, they were living for free and this nigga got 2 fucking homes? So Greco was living in a taxpayer-funded hotel shelter in Queens, where Greco was also living, which was owned by a major mayor donor. Is under investigation. The feds searched 2 of Greco's Bronx homes in February. So you're living for free and you have 2 homes? Why are you committing crimes? You got 2 homes. You don't even need to live for free. Go live in one and rent the other one out, and that motherfucker will pay for the other one. 2 Bronx homes. Let me see what these homes look like. Fucking Winnie Greco, the New World Mall. The New World Mall. Then we got Jacque Williams, the Chinatown Mall owner. But who is the Chinatown Mall owner? Chinatown Mall owner, New York. Let's see if that has anything to do. NYC. Terry Chan. The mall has been struggling since its operator Terry Chan declared bankruptcy in 2019. Notorious gang murderer secret bid. So wait, in July of this year, a gang bid on the Chinatown Mall that Jacque Williams was dealing with. So 2 months ago, Reddit, they were talking about an infamous Chinatown gang leader was trying to buy the East Broadway Mall. Is the East Broadway Mall the Chinatown Mall? Who lives in New York and can answer this? Is it two names for it? Is the East Broadway Mall and the Chinatown Mall the same freaking mall? Tamika, where are you at, please? I need these answers. I was going to get off of this live, but I need these answers right now. Is the Chinatown Mall the same mall as the East Broadway Mall? No, it's not the same. But wait, one's look at Ontario. Man, we're not talking about the one in fucking Ontario. We're talking about goddamn New York. It's the same one. East Broadway Mall is located in New York City's Chinatown. The East Broadway Mall is in Chinatown. So the Chinatown Mall is really called the East Broadway Mall, but since it's in Chinatown, they just call it the China. The rabbit hole is deep, I promise you. The rabbit hole is deep, I promise you. So now we know that the Chinatown gang members were trying to buy this mall. We also know that Jacque Williams, who got money from the East Broadway Mall, who gave Suggs $3,000, got blocked on the renegotiation. And guess who got the new deal? Another developer in the city. And guess who granted that? The mayor of New York City, Eric fucking Adams. We're done here. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This shit is real. This shit is, oh Lord. Oh Lord. If I can figure this out, I want to know what the fuck the feds got. So now now not only do we have foreign donors, we got a fucking gang that is involved with trying to buy the mall that the mayor gave to another developer, which we don't know who the developer is just yet. I'm thinking it's KSK, but they do luxury condominiums and they're linked to the Turkish goddamn consulate. Hey, ain't no one else doing this. Motherfucker CNN called me. I promise I won't curse. CNN, I won't curse. You just give me a couple articles. You give me Google Maps and a bottle of Hennessy, and trust me, we will figure this shit out one way or another. It only takes one name, and from there, we can connect the dots. We can connect the dots. And all of this started because we had to find out how much money people were making. The more money you make, the more corrupt they are. In 2022, Williams' firm also paid $90,000 by the Greenwich Generation, the company that uses Finger Lakes power plant to mine Bitcoin in apparent violation of climate laws. But where's it at up here? Okay. So look, 2022, Williams hired Adams' top fundraiser, Breonna Suggs, to help lobby the city on behalf of the owner of the East Broadway. Now, remember, the East Broadway Mall was owned by, what's his name? Terry Chan, but he declared bankruptcy in 2019. Now, this is 2022, so they were still around. They were trying to renegotiate the lease. While there was nothing technically illegal about Suggs' moonlighting, blah, 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 Williams and Suggs' effort apparently wasn't successful. The city sided with a different developer. Who is this developer, though? Look at this. The next article that we brought up, we didn't even click on this. Mayor Adams has no idea why his son was at an event with Chinatown developers. We know why your son was with him, nigga. You picked these motherfuckers. You trying to get some money, but your son got caught up down there. So now you're trying to sell. I don't know why he was down there at the Chinatown East Broadway Mall. Nigga, we done found out. Your hands are dirty now, brother. We got you. No, we got you, nigga. We got you. Your son was there. And we know your son went with Greco to goddamn San Francisco. He was staying in a goddamn hotel paid by the taxpayers. Yeah, nigga, we got you now, nigga. Oh, it's on now. It's on now. His son recently attended an out-of-state event with real estate developers who now own the China East Town Broadway Mall, which you took away from Jacque Williams and Suggs, and you gave to another developer. But now your son's fucking hanging out with them. So how good did you know these developers, Eric? Oh, this nigga is done. My son does not get into my business. I do not get in my son's business, he said, so I have no idea where he goes. Yeah, okay. Okay. His son's album release party. This bitch ass nigga got a record. Adams and Coleman have a close relationship with both of the mentioned in the previous interview. We really talked and really understood each other's positions in life and our life goals. The Son of the New York Post earlier. About 2 weeks following the San Francisco trips, Adams attended his son's album release party to show support. Yeah, okay, nigga, let me see something. Let me find out this bitch ass nigga rapping. Last week, documentary revealed many connection between Greco and Wade Lee, the president of the Chinese Chamber of Commerce of New York. The associate affiliated with the redevelopment of the iconic East. Oh. Jacque Williams and Breonna Suggs didn't get to renegotiate the lease. The city said no. And guess who they gave it to? The Chinese Chamber of Commerce of New York. And guess who's connected with them? Wade Lee, none other than Greco, who traveled with this nigga Adam's son to San Francisco, who's staying in the goddamn, what is it, the Wyndham Garden Fresh for free, who got raided with 2 houses. So she's close with the developers, which we know that Adams is very close with her because her and his son traveled to San Francisco together. The development of the iconic East Broadway Mall in Chinatown, the building is changing hands, but questions have arisen among former operators and tenants regarding the new leadership of the Broadway East Group. Developer now holds the contract. It's revealed direct connections between BEG, a mysterious LLC that has largely kept its funding quiet, and several powerful city government officials, including Adams and Greco. He's in on it. He stopped Jacque Williams and Breonna from getting it and gave the shit to himself. He's a partner in it. Oh my goodness. Oh, he blocked the contract from going to, oh Lord. And the mysterious LLC keeps its funding quiet, and several powerful city government officials, including Adams and Greco. The city approved the transfer of the previous leaseholders shortly after Lee hosted a fundraiser in June for Adams at his restaurant in Manhattan, Chinatown. Oh, these niggas is cooked. It's over with. It's over with. Documentary reported last week that Wade Lee appeared at an event hosted by Lee Dong Association in San Francisco. Lee was joined by Coleman and Greco, who presented an official proclamation on behalf of the mayor's office during the event. That's where his son went out there. Remember, they went out there and they handed off, but they didn't tell us what it was. Well, now we found out that's at the Lee Dong Association in San Francisco. So not only is the mysterious LLC, including Adams and Greco, these niggas is having goddamn dinners at the restaurant that's owned by the Chinese Chamber of Commerce in New York City, Wade Lee, who owns the restaurant and in charge of the commerce. This nigga got all the Chinese money coming in. Oh, Lord. And Adams is easily eaten off of because he's on the LLC who's developing the East Ridge Mall. East Broadway. Oh, golly. Adams also confirmed that Greco personally paid for her trip to San Francisco in March. But who paid for your son? As of the article's publication, the mayor's office declined to address questions regarding the possibility of a third-party contribution towards Greco and Jordan's trip to San Francisco. See, they never mentioned how the son got there, but we know that there's a third party. When was this? 2023. We know that over $100,000 have been paid by the Turk to him to travel. Oh my God, he's done. I'm going to this courtroom. The mayor's office declined to address questions regarding the possibility of a third-party contribution towards Greco and Jordan's trip to San Francisco. The purpose of Jordan's attendance at the event and whether the trip had any influence on the bidding process for the East Broadway Mall. They went out there, presented some awards from the mayor's office, made it look good for them. Y'all gonna let us backdoor that bid? Allegedly. Hey, man, I'm out of here, man. Fuck it. They said I pocket watch. Well, hey, do what you guys see fit with this information. Notify
The FBI. Yeah, this the FBI.
Do what you got to do. I did my job. 3 hours in, the more you know, man. The more you know. And that's why I made this channel. So we can just look at this shit and we just take public information and we just figure it out. And look where we landed. Somehow, some way, the East Broadway Mall, aka Chinatown Mall, has some kind of alleged connection to a mysterious LLC that has some niggas' names on it that just got indicted. Ain't that something? Jeez Louise. Well, I need to take me a picture real quick. Hold on. Give me a second before we get out of here. Damn it, I'm good, man. Damn it, I'm good, man. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Brianna Suggs, guess what? You really cracked this case for us. Now, if I did all of that with just information online, all of this is alleged, but if I did all of that just from some articles online, let me tell you what the Fed's about to do to you, Brianna. Now, this is going to sound bad. It is what it is. They go put your ass in that room. They go make you toot that thing up, and they about to get all this information up out of you. And all I had was surface level details. Everything I said is alleged. But guess what? When they go to your house and they bring you back in with this indictment, I'm pretty sure Brianna done already told everything she knows. It's been, what, 11 months since she done got raided, 10 months since she got raided. I'm pretty sure she done already spilled all the beans. Eric Adams is over with, brother. And guess what? This weekend, Saturday afternoon, when I ain't got shit to do, when I wake up about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm about to look up all the ties between you and Diddy, nigga. Oh, yeah, all the ties. I'm about to do that. I'm about to see any businesses that Diddy own that your mysterious LLC might be attached to, nigga. Yeah, we looking for you. We looking for you. We looking for you this weekend. I'm sorry, sir, but we got to do it. You can go ahead and thank Brianna Suggs. They said I was hating. You damn right I was hating. You don't get this much money legitimately and fuck up like this. If you getting legit money, you doing everything you can to keep that legit money. When you getting dirty money, you doing everything you can to continue to get more dirty money. See, I'm a clean money type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? My money has my name on that check. You know what I'm saying? My shit is coming from trustworthy establishments. You know what I mean? So when you got clean money, you try to keep clean money. When you got dirty money, you try to wash that dirty money. The only problem is you're going to eventually run out of detergent. And when you get done with your clothes and ain't got no detergent, what do they say? You're going to be left out to hang and dry, nigga. And when you are left out to hang and dry, you're going to come up a little stiff. Because sometimes that air dry, it don't dry it all the way. You might not air dry it long enough. You try to fold it up, you put it in your drawer, you got that little moldy smell now. That's what's happening right now. You niggas is out there flopping in the wind. Y'all mad. I'm in Germany and figured this out. The feds are right there in your face. You had all them ladies. We ain't forgot about Alfred goddamn Cockfield. Alfred fucking Cockfield had 3 goddamn bricks of cocaine and y'all niggas was paying that motherfucker. Boy, y'all are going to jail. All y'all. You know, you going to see people in the comments. Oh, you praying on the nigga down. I ain't praying on shit. I'm telling you what's happening. This ain't no prayer right here. This is God willing. These niggas is going to jail. That's what this is right here. This ain't me praying for. You ain't seen me pray for nothing. I'm just telling you what I read, the black and white. All of this is alleged, but shit, we will find out in the next couple of weeks. Jeez Louise, I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes on Mo.J. We got to talk about what's to happen in episode 9. Mo.J, remember this. You can run, but you can't hide.
They won't let me out. Now I'm locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. They won't let me out.
No, they won't let me out.
Can't hide.